I can swim. Just can't walk or dress myself. Take it easy. Take it easy.
All's my life I has to fight, nigga. All's my life hard times like yeah, bad trips like yeah. Nazareth, I'm fucked up, home. We gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you from the face down with the face down. Scheming, and let me tell you about my life. Painkillers only put me in the twilight. With pretty pussy and Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I know. 20 of them in my Chevy, tell them all to come and get me. Reaping everything I sow, so my karma come in heaven. No preliminary hearings on my record. I'm a motherfucking gangster in silence for the record. Tell the world I knew it's too late. Boys and girls, I think that my face is all day. Won't you please believe when I say, when you know we been hurt, been down before. Nigga, when our pride was low, looking at the world like where do we go? Nigga, and we hate poor, when the killer's dead in the street for sure. Nigga, I'm at the preacher's door. My knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
What you want? You a house, you a car, 40 acres and a mule, a piano, a guitar, anything. See, my name is Lucy, I'm your dog. Motherfucker, you can live at the mall. I can tell it, I know it's illegal. I don't think about it, I deposit every other zero. Thinking of my partner, put the candy painting on a Rico. Digging in my pocket, in a profit big enough to feed you every day. My logic, get another dollar just to keep you in the presence of your Chico. I don't talk about it, be about it. Every day I sequel. If I got it, then you know you got it. Heaven, I can reach you. Pet dog, my dog, that's all. Big back and chat, I trap the back for y'all. I rap, I black on tracks, so rest assured. My rights, my wrongs, I right till I'm right with God. When you know we been hurt, been down before. Nigga, when our pride was low, looking at the world like where do we go? Nigga, and we hate poor, when the killer's dead in the street for sure. Nigga, I'm at the preacher's door. My knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
I keep my head up high, I cross my heart and hope to die. Love me is complicated, too afraid of my changes. I'm alright in your favor, dark nights in my place.
Salute, and welcome back to the Black Ocean. Now, so we're getting deep in with your host, the one and only Great Black Shark. Give me a black fist and a thumbs up in the chat room, ladies and gentlemen. If you can hear me loud and clearly, give me a black fist in the chat room if you can hear me loud and clearly, ladies and gentlemen, because tonight we got to discuss these crazy kamikaze crash out chicks. And if you saw the thumbnail, for those of you that don't know who the brother is in the thumbnail, that is our good brother CoreyXKenshin in the thumbnail. And, you know, if you're not a person that's in the gaming community or you're not a gamer, you probably wouldn't know who he is. But I got to use this as a teaching moment here tonight. And I'm going to defend that brother because the bullshit that he was accused of is completely false, okay? Good brother, you know what I'm saying? Stand up dude, man. If you know anything about his content, over the years, it's a wholesome family channel. The brother don't curse on his channel, you know, not unlike me. You know, I'm a sailor. I'm going to get my curse words in. But that brother don't do none of that. Like I said, he mostly posts gaming content. Here recently, the brother has come out with his own manga series that he's doing. And I really hope he's successful in turning that into like an anime or something like that because it's really that good. You know, I've supported it. I got the first issue up myself, got the second issue on the way, you know, for those that are into that type of thing. But the brother, you know what I'm saying, is a black brother. You know, he lives up there in Minnesota. As far as I know, I think he's of our lineage. But we're going to talk about this situation he got caught up in because to me, this is the ripple effect of the Cassie nonsense, okay? It's the ripple effect of the Cassie nonsense. And, you know, I'm going to discuss everything that's been going on with that and why we see this situation going the way it's been going. Can y'all hear me loud and clearly, though? Let me see them black fists up there. Thumbs up if you can hear me clearly before we start. I like to ask my audience if they can hear me first and foremost, okay? And y'all hear me loud and clear. Wake up in there if everybody's in there, right? I'm going to go ahead and greet those of you, but we're going to get started because I have a question to ask y'all, too. I have a question to ask y'all, okay? As you know, Pork Chopmas Prime Ribs Martin, a.k.a. the last king of chicken wings, a.k.a. the sandwich sultan, has been running his mouth, okay? He's been running his mouth, calling out members of the new black media, primarily Brother Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, okay, Professor Black True, Vicky Diller. But I don't think he mentioned Professor Black True, but he mentioned Vicky Diller. And, you know, y'all, I usually don't do this. I usually get straight to the subject matter, but are y'all okay with me addressing that and running through that real quick? Because I ain't going to give it much time before we get to the main issue. Are y'all okay with that? Y'all let me know if y'all okay with that. Because if you are, I got some choice words for him. Or do y'all want me to do that in another broadcast? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I usually get straight to the point of the main subject matter. But can I address Roland for a second? All right, because see, let me tell you a problem I have with this punk ass, okay? Roland, you fat, chunky bastard. Let me tell you something, you son of a bitch, you. I'm not the nice guy in new black media. I don't check in with nobody else. Shout out to them, the brothers and sisters in there that's been doing this long before me that have bigger channels than me, but I don't check in with nobody when I need to address something. And I'm the guy that, hey, I hit below the belt just like you, fat boy. You fat fucker, you. You always coming at that Sister Vicky Diller. Now, whether you agree with Sister Vicky, you know what I'm saying, or you don't, one thing that I despise about that fat fucker, you love picking fights with men, but you really don't have that same smoke for dudes because we done seen your fat ass get punked out before. Shout out to Brother Jamal Green when he pulled down on you. There's been other people pulled down on you, okay? You look, the first sign of a hoe is a dude that want to bully women. You know what I'm saying? You talking about that sister and all of that. I'm like, dude, I would respect it if you had your other female tether wenches up there addressing Sister Vicky. You know what I'm saying? See, that's something I come from the old school. Men don't go at other women like that. Now, I will critique other women or whatever, but it's only so far I'm going to take that. I don't be going back and forth with them like that. You know, little sassy fat bastard. Emily, can I, you know what? We're going to play this real quick before we get to the main subject matter because, you know, if y'all new over here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I usually get straight to it, but this is an issue that we got to address. So before we do that, since people are saying that they're cool with it, let me go through my traditional custom. Let me pull up the messages so I can see all of you. And I'm going to greet those of you who are my esteemed guests, and we're going to get to cooking tonight real quick. So I see Priscilla Taylor in here, Kermit S. Wingfield. What's up, Battle Buddy? Charlie X is in the house, Only Pamela's Way, Tanisha Murdoch. Most hated Bruns Flat Power guy. Must be a new guy. Never seen that name, but welcome. My good brother from the West Coast, Black Voltron Reloaded. And he and I will be hosting the X Space come the 25th. I know y'all, I've been giving y'all a lot of content here lately, but it's so much to discuss. B1 Satin Doll, I see that sister in here. Kenny T is in here. I see Diesel Mike. I see ATL_007, Sister Stun Z. I see, who else do I see in here? Derek Parker. I see Carla Wilson in here. That's everybody I see so far. So, hey, salute and welcome to all of you that I see and anybody else will be joining us until tonight. So before we get to dealing with the brother CoreyXKenshin situation, because we're going to be teaching solutions about how to avoid that. We're going to talk about who those types of chicks target and why. Okay, because if you a mother with a black son and the father's not in the picture, you're going to want to pass this game down to your son too, because it's probably something that women they're not going to be able to go where I'm going to go with it because they're women. They don't see it from the male point of view, but we're going to teach some lessons because I like to make sure that my people can avoid and play past certain things as much as it depends upon them. I'm also going to be addressing that situation with the young man, William, I think his name is William McNeil Jr. I just may reschedule some broadcasts and move that down because I'm going to try to let that be the next one. So just be looking out for some broadcasts to get pushed down. That's a very important situation. I definitely need to address that the right way. I'm not saying other people haven't covered it, but I'm going to go into a place where some people might not, okay? So just letting y'all know what's coming up. But right now, before we get into the main subject matter, we finna get on and address Mr. Pork Chop's prime reels, okay? So I'm going to play what this fat son bitch had to say. And don't worry, we ain't going to take too much time on him. But, I'm going to play this and we're going to get some things straight here. Let's get into
it. We warn people. Y'all shilling. Yeah, y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know. If I had to do a roll call of all them Simple Simon Negroes, yeah. If I had to, don't get me started. I could run the tables on Vicky Dillon.
Okay, let me go ahead and deal with it right now. All right. First of all, you fat no-neck wonder you, because y'all know that I've said this for years. The one thing I will give him credit for, I have never figured out, okay? I have been all across this planet with the exception of Antarctica, but I have never figured out how this man continues to hold that head on his shoulders with no neck. He's a necklace wonder, okay? You fat fuck boy, instead of worrying about Sister Vicky, because see, the other brothers and sisters, they can defend themselves. But you going at the sisters? Nah, brother. Nah, I'm going to give you what you're looking for over here tonight. So you sitting up here worrying about that. You need to get with a nutritionist and a personal trainer. You cholesterol, bacon bit, sweating bastard. You, okay? You boule buffet master. Yeah, we're going to give you what you need over here tonight. And you're sitting up there with that Black Lives Matter shirt on. Okay, so if people didn't know you was a shield already, hey, look, we support the concept of Black Lives Matter, but we don't support the organization. It was Tether Run. You've already proved that you was a Democrat shield because we found out you was on the take. You didn't like when we found that you was taking that money, okay? So it's not like we just said that, because we've been knowing your game for years, but they busted y'all because they put all of y'all out there. You notice that they protect the white folks that they gave money to, but they put you black Sambos on Front Street when you didn't deliver that black vote, okay? But you're too stupid to see that. Now, you talking about running tables and roll calls. I know you know about roll calls. You've been eating plenty of rolls, and the only table you gonna run is a buffet table. That's what you gonna run, you fat bastard. I'm gonna let him continue, though. I ain't done with him. I'm gonna give him what he looking for, because see, the other brothers and sisters, they play kid gloves with these fuck boys. You know me. I believe there's a time and a place for everything, just like the Bible says. And I'm going to be very disrespectful when people are disrespectful to us. Let it continue.
Boyce Watkins, Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson, Philip Scott. Oh, yeah, Black Authority. All y'all. Look at them.
First of all, let's get something straight, because, see, I'm one of the guys, I'm a bit more precise when I hear things incorrectly stated about the voices of new black media. There's many. Yes, there's more than 3. Yes, everybody knows Brother Tariq, the Black Authority, Professor Black Truth, but there are many other voices. Some have larger or smaller channels. And, you know, we don't wait on nobody's permission to get this message out because we're going to do what's in the best interest and empowerment of our people. But first of all, Boyce Watkins is not one of the voices of black media. No, he's not. Okay. Boyce Watkins tiptoes back and forth between Coonan and Sanborn. Y'all know we done called that out over the years. Umar Johnson damn sure ain't with us. So I don't know what your beef is with Umar, but don't put him over here on the foundational Black American Freedmen grassroots media. Okay. See, you not only are you ill-informed about what the Black American voters want, you're not in touch with the actual Black grassroots. These fuck boys and tether winches that you got sitting up here, Dr. Greg Carp talking to you two, these motherfuckers don't have the pulse of young foundational Black Americans. And when I say young, I'm speaking of the demographic from 21 to, let's say, hey, 35 or so. They're not listening to you, fat boy. Now, what they would listen to you about is, hey, if they want to be a sloppy, cowardly, incompetent, no intelligent having, and no integrity having Sambo and a Democrat shillbilly, okay, you can educate somebody on that. Because, see, right now, I'm finna do a temperature check. I know, family, we're going to get to the main subject matter. We don't give them too much more time. I need to ask a question of my audience over here. For the ladies, first we're going to ask you, for the women in my chat room, whether you have sons or not, I have a question for you, and I want answers in here in this chat room because I'm about to ask you an important question. For the women in here that have sons, would you be proud if your little black boy grew up to be like Roland Martin? Go ahead and let me know. I need to know. I need a real answer to this question in the chat room. Because, see, I'm finna prove something here tonight. Sound off in the chat room. Everybody under the sound of my voice, I'm going to ask the question again. For the sisters in here that have sons, would you be proud if your son grew up to be like Roland Martin? Okay? I'm talking about mirror image of him. Is that what something that you would stand up and say, you know what, that's my boy? Oh, I know he's going to be a credit to the family and the community, huh? Huh? I want to see some. Let these people know, because, see, sometimes they think that it's just a few of us saying these things. And don't worry, I'm finna get to the brothers in a minute. I want to see what the ladies gonna say. Ladies, and I'm gonna ask it one more time. For those of you that have sons, nephews, little cousins, your brothers, hell, if your father, I'm gonna go with your husband. How many of you be like, hey, if I'm looking to get married, I want me a Roland Martin. Oh, I want him. Yeah, hey. Talking about bring the funk. Bitch, you mean bring the lunch. That's what you mean, you fat son of a bitch, you. Yeah, I'm going here. Oh, yeah. But hey, put your kids to bed. We're going to let him have it. So most of the women are saying no. So now I got a question for the brothers, for my brothers in here that have sons, whether you LBA or non-LBA, okay? Because this question is open to all lineages. Brothers, how many of you would be proud if your son, under all your guidance, direction, and tutelage, turned out to be a Roland Martin? I want to know. Where my people at, man? How many of y'all would be proud if your sons, your nephews, male cousins, your brother, it turned out to be a Roland Martin? Because, see, let me tell you something. Before I finish letting him babble on, I'm going to tell you how shameful that would be to me. Okay, now I don't have any kids, but if I did, my son came to me and said, Pop, got something to tell you. I decided I want to be just like Roland Martin. To me, that would be almost as crushing as him coming and telling me he finna join the Billy Porter party, okay? Because, Roland, we know what you like to look at on your iPad, dog. You try to come out with all kinds of excuses. Hey, boy, we see what you got going on. Yeah, I seen your wife. I ain't gonna put her in this, but hey, that might be his beard, y'all. That's about the further I'm gonna say about your wife. Cause hey, unlike you, I don't come at the women like that, okay? Unless they cooning or buffooning like Candace Owens. But we see you, boy. You know, cause you know you shilling for that Democrat party. We know what kind of values they push. Fat bastard, you. Oh no, I ain't done with it, family. So I'm looking in the chat room, brothers. So hey, I'm seeing the thumbs down. The brothers really sign out. They're like, nah. My brother Dan Miller TV, ATL_007, Project Leroy. Hey, Black Voltron Reloaded says she was son. I would completely disown her. Hey, man, You know what I'm saying? That's serious business, man. Because see, in case anybody think I'm just clowning to be clowning, nah, man, you got to understand something. The protection of a nation depends on masculinity, okay? In its traditional sense. Right now, if shit hit the fan and these white supremacists said, hey, man, we done playing with you niggas. We done. Fuck all that policy bullshit. Let's get it on. Where you think this fat bun eating bastard gonna be, huh? He ain't finna step up and bust a grape. This motherfucker admitted out his own mind. I don't need no phone. I'm afraid of gun. So basically, if anything happened and somebody pulled a home invasion on you or something, man, you just are comfortable with being unprotected. Now, that's very irresponsible of a man with a wife and family, okay? That's very irresponsible. There's no way to spin that, but this would be a big, useless fucking coward. Fact of business, I'm going to take it here. If something like that happened, worst case scenario, they just say, hey, it's time to get it on. They going to launch Rahoa, okay, that they've been yapping about for years. They don't really want it like that. But if they actually did it, he would be the one that we would have to go ahead and deal with, man, because like he was like, don't do it. I tell you what the plans is. Spare me. We don't even know how to apply. You fat fucking coward, you. Nobody with any intelligence looks up to this failure of a human being. Because see, I've said it before. Since you want to talk about Sister Vicky Dillon, she didn't ask me to defend her. I'm taking it upon myself. Like I said, I don't check in with nobody when something need to be said. All right? Hey, look, I'm the one that I don't mind all that Michelle Obama shit. They go low, we go high. Nah, man, I'm going to the depths of hell. Can of gasoline. We finna go here tonight. I've always said, particularly about Roland Martin and men like him, if you sit here and let yourself be that fucking slovenly and you proud to go around looking like that, hell, we all get older, but what that say about you? Because see, a lot of y'all know I'm critical of these heavyset women, not just from an aesthetic point, but I also preach about it is bad for your health. Okay, I'm the same way when it comes to the men. Do you know what an irresponsible example that sets for young males? Who the fuck want to grow up and have a physique like that? Because see, let me take it deeper. I'm not just clowning him and roasting him because he's fat. You show that you are incapable of leadership if you can't even keep your own health together. You don't have any self-control because you don't look like that if you have self-control. How the fuck you gonna give direction to somebody and you sitting up here looking like a goddamn stack of sandwiches? Pathetic bastard, you. Let's let him continue.
Chilling. They, look at them. They chilling for the Democrats. They just chill. They chill. Yeah, look at y'all just shit.
Rolling your neck like a little sassy bitch. See, you saying it, but you ain't saying we lying, though, because you know you better not say that. Oh, no, we got you in 4K, buddy. You done did all kinds of little goofy shit over the years, but boy, when they put you out there on Front Street about you getting them little checks, we know that's been going on for years. That ain't no one-time thing. You and old Boule Al Sharpton. See, I want young Foundation of Black American Freedmen to listen to me, okay? When people start talking like this shield Billy right here, and they'll state everything else except for coming out and say, nope, that is false. They telling the lie full-throated now, then you know we got them dead to right. See, Roland, for years, y'all would never say the names of brothers and sisters on the black grassroots. You seen us, because we've told y'all for years, we know how to check and see who's watching our channels, okay? We see you over here. Hell, I've seen you over here looking at mine. You might ain't call my name, but I've seen you, buddy. Oh, I check my analytics. We know how to tell who watching our channels, okay? Let me tell you something, man. For years, they were giving orders, don't say their name, don't say their name, don't say their name. Oh, they Russian bots, they Russian bots. Okay, cool. It's gotten to the point now where you can't afford to ignore it because, see, everything that's happening now with the reparations conversation, anti-black hate crime bill, we become more politically savvy and intelligent. You know who's responsible for that. That's the brothers and sisters on the black grassroots. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Whether you think he's controversial or not, Jason Black, Professor Black Truth, my good brother Philip Scott. Whether you agree with everything he says or not, you don't have to agree with everything anybody says. Vicky Dillon, give her flowers too. You don't have to agree with everything all somebody says, but what matters is, are we on the same common denominator page and agenda for our people? the empowerment and protection of our people. Because see, every one of those people that I just named with those platforms, and some people I didn't. Shout out to the young brother Afro Elite, Black Alpha Network, Sister ZZ, my brother Torian Rain, hell, even my Jamaican brother, Kid Gravity Beyond. We are all on code about anti-black hate crime bill for our people, reparations, and yes, even Kid Gravity, even though he's not LBA, that brother's in full support of us getting what we supposed to have. My brother Raheem Shabazz, I mean, I'm leaving some names out. I mean, that's one reason why I hate to name names, because there's so many brothers and sisters out here, whether you heard of them or not, that's doing this work up front and behind the scenes, understand? So see, now you got to mention this because you know who, look, let me tell y'all something, in case y'all think, oh, he just exaggerating, in case you knew over here, he just blowing smoke up somebody's ass. No. When you start hearing the mainstream media using our verbiage, where they talking about the term foundational Black American or using our lingo, think about it, family. How many times y'all done heard on mainstream media, I'ma land my plane? Where you think they got that from? They listen, we've been telling y'all. We're not just saying that to be vain. These people are getting that from us because they wasn't saying it before us. And you know when we are the originators of something, you know where it came from. And that's just one small example. They always trying to use our lingo, trying to talk like us and trying to trick people into joining that Democratic Party and voting for free. But it's not going to work because you astroturf, baby. The people can see who's genuinely doing this work and who's actually pushing for something for our people. See, Roland, you fat, no integrity having bastard, you cool with it as long as you get something. The brothers and sisters that you criticizing, they want something for the whole. Plenty of us could have sold out a long time ago and said, well, fuck it, I'm just going to do something for me. That's not what we own. That's not what we own. You can't buy the names that you mentioned, the difference between them and you and all of us. They can't buy us, fat boy. Every day that you get your punk ass up, you got to look in the mirror and know you a sellout. You see the dirty shit the Democrats do and what they don't do for black people. But as long as your fat ass is getting your sandwich money, it's cool, huh? Let's let it continue.
We're going to have a topic coming up next. They ain't saying nothing how under a Democrat appointee on the FCC changed the damn law when it came to how many folks were getting overcharged for making phone calls in prison. Republicans got in and said, no, we throwing that out. We just going to discuss that next.
You know why we not mentioning that bullshit that you talk about? Because you do that often, Roland. The reason we not mentioning that bullshit that you're talking about, because it's a non sequitur. It's not anything that applies to the collective of people that are out here that need tangibles. Yes, our brothers and sisters behind prison, they have rights and they should be treated fairly as well. But right now we're dealing with the collective out here, okay? So y'all notice he do that a lot. He'll bring up some stupid symbolic shit and be like, oh, they ain't saying nothing about this over here. They ain't saying nothing about that over. Yes, because it's not germane to the central issue, which is reparations in the form of cash payments, anti-black hate crime bill, and making sure that you understand, you and the Republicans and the Democrats, all of them, all the parties, you don't get anything from us for free anymore. I've told y'all, and I'm one of the main people that use this term, you got to give us proof of concept policy. Meaning that before you get a vote, you better come to us showing what you already got going on that's working in the benefit of us only. You ain't lumping us in no black and no nothing. You say black, that's all you better say, and you better not pivot to anything else. You're going to learn, Democrats, though, because, see, one of the things that you learning about foundational Black American freedmen, you know I'm one of the few people that have used this phrase. Foundational Black American freedmen are becoming just like life. Now, what do I tell y'all about life and the lessons and the choices and the options that you have to get life's lessons? You got two ways you can get life's lessons. You can get the easy way and the smooth way. Okay, no problem. Or you can get it the hard way where you make life say, oh, you giblet, you want to do it the hard way, don't you? Let me go and get my steel toe boots out and kick you up your ass a couple of times. Democrats, we kicked you in your ass. We made your party crash and burn. Commandment failed. And you see where your approval numbers at right now. I'm telling you, you sit up here listening to these fat sandwich sultans like him all you want. You see that he's a failure. None of them people that you spent that money on, Democrats, and Roland, this is what you're really mad about. You know that we done cut into your sandwich fund, huh? You sit up here listening to people like him, they can't deliver you the black vote. You're going to have to come to the table and understand that voting is a business transaction. It doesn't matter how many of these shields like Roland Martin Greg Carr down here in the bottom, old ass. None of these two tether winches. Okay, that Reese Taylor, I don't know who the hell the other one is. They can't get you the black vote. You're not going to get it for free. That is over. There is no way to trick us into voting for free no more. I've told my people for years, if you don't work for free, you damn sure don't vote for free. Let this fat bastard continue.
I'm sorry, I forgot, Nola, what no tangibles. Yeah, all y'all FBA, B1, ADOS assholes. Well, guess what? All that complaining y'all did, welcome to Trump MAGA America. They said it.
Let me tell you something, fat boy. You talking about FBA assholes here. We know you like focusing on some asshole. That tablet faux pas that you had proved that. Hey, don't project your shit over here onto us. Most of us are heterosexual over here. Okay? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Don't project your fantasies over here, fat boy. But see, let me tell you something, man. This is the last I'm gonna give him attention. Roland, no matter how much you huff and puff, now we know that you're desperate because you've been forced to say the names of these people that you've known about for years. You come over here spying, see what we're talking about. Okay, no matter how much they boost you in the algorithm, your numbers are phony. Don't talk about bots, buying subscribers. We know what you got going on, running content over and over the same shit, which is, by the way, against YouTube rules. YouTube, you might want to look into that. Okay? Listen, man, it's over with for the old black media. You done, baby. And ain't nobody in the young foundational black American grassroots going over there to get no information from you for nothing. When there's a problem in the community, ain't nobody running to see what Roland Martin gonna do. And Roland, here's the thing. You can name all the names you want, but when you check the track record of each one of them names, there's some that you didn't. When our people are in trouble, we get our own money and go bail them out of jail and get them attorneys, making phone calls to make sure that they good. It's us that's showing up at these reparations task force demanding that we get a check and tangibles. It's us anytime something happened to brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, like our brother Carmelo Anthony that's getting out here and taking the fight to them and making sure that they do the right thing. You don't show up and nowhere that it counts. Y'all notice that? See, Roland, you fat fucker, I know you good at opening your mouth to put food in it, but sometimes you should shut the fuck up because when you keep talking like that, people start saying, okay, them names you name, let's look at their track record of what they do for the black American community and let's see what you do. Hey, man, I could go any further, but family, I think I made my point. I'm gonna rest my case on that fat son of a bitch. Roland, I'm glad that you mentioning this, because see, hey, if it fall across my desk, you notice, I guarantee you, y'all probably done heard other people respond to him. I'm gonna give it to him like you used to. I'm gonna put it in a language you can understand, you fat son of a bitch, you. Let me get this bun head bastard off my screen. You a disgrace to black manhood. Embarrassing son of a bitch, you, man. Boy, y'all just don't understand, man. Look, I was raised by traditionally masculine men. That shit just irks me, fat fucker. Anyway, now, hey, thank you, family. I appreciate y'all letting me get my rant off right here because, you know, we gonna transition to the nice main subject matter. I know y'all like, man, is he gonna get that? Yeah, I had to do it, man. Let me say this before we get underway. You swing over here, we swing back. And I swing the hardest out of all of them. I ain't look, can't nobody counsel me. I ain't dependent on no white man's job. I am self-contained, okay? The people in this chat room will support this platform, huh? So I can go where you going, huh? And I can go under that. You don't want to get started with me, bro. And look, boy, you better hope you don't ever say my name, okay? Because, man, y'all know I take it some places, boy. We done got this AI technology, too. Boy, y'all think some of these people off the chain with that, man. Y'all know it. Okay, boy. Hey, boy, don't you do it. You know, because I'm probably just going to kick your fat ass for fun. Don't he look like a little old stumpy roly-poly? Y'all know the little roly-poly buzz? That's exactly what he look like. Always trying to come at Sister Vicky. You punk bitch, you. I bet you one goddamn thing. If you ever try to step that sister in public and one of us see you, you know what? Let me not go there, okay? Let me woos out for a minute. All right, we gonna leave that fat bastard alone, okay? Y'all get the point. We gonna get into tonight's subject matter, though, because we got to teach this lesson to young black men, especially because there's a lot been going on. Like I said, you know, you got a lot of this that's gonna start happening. And one of the things you got to do, especially if you're an older brother, if you see things coming down the line that sometimes the young men don't see, one of our main responsibilities is to let the young man know. You know what I'm saying? At least try to talk to them. Now, whether they accept it or not, that's up to them. But we supposed to try to talk to them and let them know, hey, young buck, this is what's happening. This is how you play past that, okay? Because, see, like my father taught me, there's not one dime in this world worth your reputation, and there's nothing worth your freedom, okay? So we're going to analyze this situation that came up with the brother CoreyXKenshin, and we're going to start out listening to the nutcase that accused him of this bullshit. Cause boy, when I saw this shit, I was like, what? And then the more of it that came out, and really the brother name already been cleared. We're going to get to that here tonight, but I want y'all to listen to this nutcase because I'm going to let this play, and then I'm going to point several things out about how you recognize these nutty, kamikaze, crazy-ass crash-out chicks.
When he, let me see, I'm trying to think where I left off. Okay. When he went, and things like didn't work, like, what I lost what I was gonna say. Let me drink some water. Give me a second. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I have not slept in 24 hours. I haven't slept. So when he was talking to me, I was literally mentally exhausted, and also like I was drained because like I was so tired because I hadn't slept. And people never really asked me why, like what happened and what made me want to do this. I literally had a bad dream, like a really bad dream, and like I don't know, like call it a sign, like I really just don't know. But I did have a bad dream, and it was about him, and I was just like I haven't really like deep dived in a while about that.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to what this chick is saying here, because that image that you saw before this stream started playing, this is a white Hispanic chick. From what I can tell, you can tell by her accent. Now, listen to what she's saying on this stream, okay? Because, you know, she's in that little streamer community, everything you see, all the people gathered over there, and she got up there and started talking about this. This raggedy, trifling ass bitch said she had a bad dream. Now, you probably wondering why this is relevant. We're going to get there. I'm going to let her continue to talk. I want you to put mark this in your mental Rolodex, everything that she's saying, because it's going to be very, very relevant to what we're going to get to.
So I was like, I wasn't sure like why I was having this dream. But then after I had that, I started to have like anxiety attacks after thinking about it, because I was just like, you know, I don't understand like why I'm feeling this way. Like, I don't know. Like, it was hard for me. It's hard for me to explain, but I just felt like, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to write it. Like, I'm going to write about it because I like writing, like in general.
Remember what I told y'all about when these nutty motherfuckers talking about, I feel like, never mind what actually is and what's actually true, I feel like. And see, you saw how she looked on that screen there. Man, I keep telling y'all, boy, you know, and shout out to Brother Corey, but man, you know, when you traipse over there definitely to the whole Alabasters community and that Alabasters adjacent community, you're going to have to deal with shit like this. Because, look, I'm just going to call it what it is. People get mad all they want to. If you think that these chicks out here, the grimy ones, we ain't talking about all women. We talking about the ones that it applies to. You think they weren't inspired by that cash and shit? If they know that you got a little bit of paper, man, you successful, you holding something, they get mad at you and you don't do what they want. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and look, y'all know how we feel about this over here. You know I have no love for anybody that physically abuse no woman, especially if it's not in self-defense. I have no love for nobody that force themselves on a woman. I don't have no love for no woman that molest or force themselves on anybody either. But damn it, when you start this lying, the reason why they do this shit, at least as of now, there's no consequence for them coming out and telling lies like this. I want y'all to hear the rest of what this nutcase say, because see, I done told y'all for years, I don't care whether it's a black woman, white, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't into the Alabasta women, but I'm just saying, when I started seeing all them tattoos and all them weird ass piercings and shit, oh no, bitch, you are crazy. I mean, look, y'all can say what you wanna. I'm telling you, man, you save yourself a world of heartache when you start avoiding them by looking at the signs. Let it continue.
So I started to write about it, and then like I just felt like, you know, there was little things here and there where I was filling in that I had forgotten about, and then I was getting triggered about it. And I was just like, I'm not, you know, I still don't feel good about this, like that I haven't really healed from this. So like, as I can continue to write, I was just like, it kept like getting worse. And then finally I was just like, I feel like I should share this, because if anyone else feels anything like me, they can kind of like help me out. I want him to say his side of the story. I do. You know, not many people.
Pay attention to this part she's saying right here on this stream. I want him to say his side of the story because, see, let me tell you something, man, that I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know that was a smart thing the brother Corey did, okay? When you know you innocent of something, all right, you got two ways you can handle it. First and foremost, somebody jump out there, start making these wild accusations. Let me instruct you from a Black American man's point of view that I ain't, knock on wood, I ain't never found myself in these situations, and I'm not going to. And if anybody try it, hey, I'm not paying you a goddamn thing, okay? Ain't gonna be no settlements and no, bitch, I will see you in court. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a vindictive son of a bitch. If you come after me and make up a lie, I will ruin your life legally. Boy, you better hope that if I win that court case, oh, I ain't gonna stop there. I done said this before. I will wake up every day with your name on a whiteboard. How can I fuck your life up legally today? Boy, if you got undue taxes, anything, I will hire a private investigator, whatever the fuck you got going on, you better walk a straight line, because I will be all over your ass. Boy, you be like, what is wrong with this thing? No, bitch, it's a penalty for this. I'm coming. Don't lie on me, okay? I'm telling you that right now, because, hey, look, I was raised in a family. We don't get down with liars and thieves and shit. But, man, I'm extremely vindictive if somebody try to tell some type of egregious lie on me, especially if it's something involving some sexual assault or making up lies about something that people know I don't have no parts of. Oh, boy, they know who to target and why. And we're going to get to that in a minute. But, see, he did something very smart. He chose the route to remain silent, but I often caution brothers when it's some type of serious allegation. Here's what you do. The first thing you do, go ahead and get your attorney, talk to them, let them know what the situation is, be completely honest about everything. And if you in the right and you ain't got nothing to prove or nothing to hide or what have you, hey, you good. But the next thing you need to do, and this is as far as you take it, because any good attorney will tell you this, the only thing you need to do publicly, you won't go back and forth with nobody on social media. What you say, one statement, put it out, hey, I did not do this. I am innocent of this, and we will take this to the court and to the courts, and I will be proving this. After that, you leave it alone. I don't care what they say. I don't care how much they clout chase, try to get you to go back and forth. Nope, be quiet. I see a lot of Black folks, especially some of our women, they don't understand that if you have some legal proceedings going on, any good attorney worth the dollar, they're going to tell you, hey, look, after you make a full throat denial, don't say nothing else. If anybody want to talk to you, they talk to me. They talk through your attorney. That's what their job is. You understand? So that's one thing you do. So I commend him for that. He was just like, man, this is some bullshit. I ain't even worrying about it. He probably talked to his counsel, and he cool. Because, see, here's the thing. You notice she said, I want him to say his side of the story. Chances are what happened, he told her, know about something, moved on, and then the next thing you know, whoever that brother with, because he usually keep his personal life private, which is a good thing to do for men and women alike. And like when they see you done moved on and leveled up and you ain't think about them no more, oh no, it's vindictive time now. You know what I'm saying? I got to cook up something and try to ruin your reputation. Because, see, I'm going to tell y'all what I think did it, okay? Because I followed the brother on IG, he followed me back. I wasn't even looking for this, but from time to time, you know how you see your Instagram stories? And I saw the brother, man, you know what I'm saying? Because Corey, if you know anything about him, he'll take like long breaks sometime from producing content. He kind of like off and on here or there. Sometimes as long as 9 months. The brother got a life outside of this. Okay, like all of us. The brother was over there kicking it in Paris, chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? So, that bitch probably saw that, like, and I ain't see no woman in the picture. But come on, man. A heterosexual man, ain't no telling. He probably had something nice over there. And she probably found out about it some kind of way, like, oh, hell no, you in Paris and I ain't? Oh, let me run to the internet and cook up some, okay? Yeah, y'all probably think I'm reaching over. Oh, just watch where this gonna go, okay? So I'm just letting you know that this whole I want him to respond, that's for him to come out so she can go back and forth, build an internet following. Because, see, think about it. I tell everybody this, especially the women, men and women alike, but we talk about the women. If somebody do you some egregious harm, they hurt you some type of way, anything criminal, before you run to the internet, you need to file a police report. Don't you want to look? I said this for two reasons. It's disrespectful to the real female victims of any type of assault or abuse, because one, don't you want this abuser off the street so he can't do it to other women? And don't you want justice for yourself? The first place you don't run is to no internet, and the first thing you don't do is run around and talk about, okay, how much can somebody pay me? Don't you want yours on? Oh, no, just go ahead and give me a bag. You ain't shit for that. And see, it's up to women to stand up and say, hey, bitch, don't be lying about this shit just to get a bag. You want to get your bag, get it. But don't you sit up here and lie about this stuff, because, see, this is why I'm so passionate about it. I actually care about the sisters out here that actually go through some type of abuse or they've been assaulted. That make it harder for people to believe the rest of the sisters out here that have actually been victims of something, okay? See, that's not something that you play with. Whatever you gonna do, don't play with that. That's not cool, man. It's already hard enough when it's black women for somebody to believe anything. Thank God this bitch ain't black. But I'm just saying, you know, that's my admonition to the sisters. Don't play around like that. Whatever you gonna do, don't do that, because you're making it hard for other sisters to be believed. Y'all already know this country don't care about our women like that. You understand? So that's why sisters need to be hard on the bitches out here that's amongst us that do that, okay? That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Let's let it continue.
Could say that or admit that. Like, I want him to say his side of the story. I'm willing to give him that space to give his side of the story, because I'm not, like I said before, I'm not a malicious person. Like, I don't, you know, if people don't like me, that's fine. Like, you know, but you guys don't know me enough.
Now, remember what she said? She said she's not a malicious person. We finna prove that false in just a couple of minutes.
Like, you go based off of, you know, what's happening right now, like with this, like, it wasn't supposed to be like that, but you also go based off of what people are saying about me that, like, I haven't seen in years. Like I said, I really didn't think that this was gonna happen this way. I am going to delete all those followers, even if I have to go one by one, because that's not what I want, and I want people to understand that's not what I want.
Comment she made on this live.
Okay, so I let y'all hear that little portion of that live stream she came out and did. So now it was a brother here that was covering the story, and he's gonna present some more facts, because y'all probably wonder, okay, well, GBS, we heard what you saying or whatever, but where's some facts, where's some proof? We need to get in that now. So I'm gonna let this brother tell y'all about a good portion of this. I'm gonna be stopping it where it need be, because we're gonna teach young black American men how you play past this bullshit, because we're gonna talk about who these, notice I'm being specific, these kinds of women target and why they target them, okay? Let's get into it.
I've completely ruined whatever credibility that she had built. Nobody is buying her story anymore, including me. She victimized herself, creating a sob story about a failed relationship from 8 to 9 years ago to defame a man for clout when she could have just got therapy. Got Twitter and TikTok saying that Corey beat these allegations without responding, and I don't think he really needed to. She cooked herself. Now, if it does come out that CoreyXKenshin did in fact do some evil shit with proof, this video won't age well. Overall, after watching this entire thing unfold, this is nothing compared to how other content creators got exposed for discussing things. I legit thought Corey was on some Diddy timing, only to find out that he was a bad partner to her 8 to 9 years ago in a toxic relationship, then ghosted her. A big nothing burger. Not to mention her story was packaged poorly, with her seemingly performing damage control every step of the way. Especially the video she added where Corey said that weird comment, making people jump to conclusions, and I thought that she posted that for shock value or to hook people in. Because you could have added any other video of you two together, as I'm sure you spent a lot of time together, just like you did here. The way she spoke in these walls of text.
Now let me pause this, take a good look at this white Hispanic woman, okay? Y'all, you know what, let me take the banner down, because I want y'all to see this. Yeah, I'm going here, goddammit. Look at all these crazy tattoos. Look at the kinds of them. Look at where they're placed. If you look at that nose, what you see, a goddamn septum ring. Now, it's normal for women to have earrings, but when you see these women with all these multiple piercings and shit, okay, then look, we gonna offend some people here tonight, but we do that over here. We finna go there, rollerblades and razors on tonight, goddammit. Yes, we are. When you see the mental illness, all the extra caked on fake up, okay? You done shaved your regular eyebrows off and magic markers some new ones on. You got the exaggerated Batman lashes. This is a sign of fucking mental illness to me, okay? I don't give a damn what woman is doing this. Corey, brother, I love you to life. But I really hope that you learn from this situation, because, see, y'all notice that the shit she talking about, family, to go to show you she full of shit. The stuff happened 8, 9 years ago. This is why I'm saying a lot of them are going to be influenced by this Cassie shit. If they know that they dealing with a brother, got a little bit of paper together, ooh, I can come out, if I get mad and concoct the story and get my payout, dude. I'm telling you, it's monkey see, monkey do. You ain't got to like it. That's what's happening. You can't say I'm wrong about that. Look at how many are trying to do that. Because if something happened 8 or 9 years ago, you ain't gonna stop men from asking the common sense question. If somebody did something so bad to you 8 nights, why you didn't come out right then, definitely within the first week or two, and say, hey, nope, let me file some charges on this person. Let me try to get some justice. You don't wait 8 or 9 years or somebody did something to you and there's really some merit to it. Look, let me go to the internet, not law enforcement, the internet, and tell my story. So, hey, Brother Corey, I've seen you over the years, man. I respect that young brother's grind. He really got it out the mud and built his shit from the ground up. If you're familiar with that young brother's platform, I remember when he was a kid basically doing content. You know what I'm saying? Brother was, come from humble beginnings, and he really did get that. I think 22 million subs he got. He really got that out the mud, man. He didn't do it by posting no malicious content. It was just basically him gaming, doing what he loved, talking about his life, doing little comedy skits. The brother wasn't on no bullshit, man. He don't post nothing controversial. Ain't no beefs with nobody. Very positive. The brother has done good charity work for people, and I'm not making anybody out to be a saint. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to put some type of allegations on somebody like that, let me tell you why I'm so adamant that especially you're going to accuse somebody that have that type of reputation in the public. I'm so adamant about you making sure that you file charges with them, because if this person is not who they profess to be, you need to put it out there. Hey, everybody be with you. If it's somebody that appear to be somebody and you like, this is not the person we thought it was, hey, I'm with you. I don't care who it is. Put that information out there, go through the proper legal channels, file charges. If they really that dangerous, if they really something wrong with them, you need to put that out there for the protection of the public. But see, when you don't care about nothing like that and you only care about yourself, you're not going to even try to do any of the things I just said. And see, let me talk to the brothers, man. It's going to be up to us. It's going to be uncomfortable for a lot of y'all, but we're going to really have to crack down on that bullshit. I'm all for it, looking into something. If an accusation is made against any brother, y'all know me, I'm not quick just to go, oh, he black, let me defend him. No, let's look into it. Let's check it out. Let's see if there's some truth there. And if we start looking at stuff and seeing there's some holes in stories and people start asking questions and you don't want to answer questions, you offended or whatever, especially if you run to the internet first. Because see, it'd be one thing if you said, hey, if you asking me questions, you say, hey, my attorney advised me I can't speak on that. Litigation is underway. Okay, that's understandable. But if you run your funky ass on the internet, people got the right to question you. And if you start, I don't want to talk about that or getting offensive about it, chances are it's bullshit. Gentlemen, we're going to have to be serious about that, because that's all of us that could be in danger. Anybody can jump up and tell a lie on you, and don't nobody appreciate that, and we're going to have to start pushing for some type of consequences in this country. You should not be able to come out. I ain't for men lying on women, no women lying on men. But see this bullshit here, that Cassie thing that emboldened a lot of them, man. The Shannon Sharp thing too with his stupid ass. They all gonna do this, but they think these brothers got a little bit of money put together. Oh yeah, let me see if I just lie on you and you want to save your reputation, go ahead and pay me. Nah, I'm here to tell all brothers on the sound of my voice. If you didn't do it, no, you don't. No, you don't. I'm gonna tell you right now, boy. Nah, because I meant what I said in the broadcast. You let any grimy funky bitch try that with me. Because I believe in treating people like they like I want to be treated. And I was always raised, no matter whether you get along with somebody or it go bad, whatever the situation is, you send them back to their family in good health just like they came to you. I don't believe in mistreating nobody, and goddamn it, I ain't gonna have nobody lying on my name. I wish a bitch would. I like shit. Hey, I am very well prepared to defend myself legally. Boy, you don't know about me, boy, because hey, I'm gonna tell you, like I said, winning the case ain't enough for me. Now I got to destroy your ass. Man, I will fuck around and buy the deed to your property, but man, boy, y'all, I go low. I tell you, I go low, I go under the foundation to ruin your ass. Nah, you deserve no mercy if you lying on somebody for no reason. Nah, man. But see, you better take a good look at this. I get it. I know the younger generation, this is the most integrated generation we've ever had. I get it that a lot of them are not educated on racism and white supremacy. Better understand that even though the white adjacents, because you can look at it until she classifies herself as white, you better understand they are infected with that mindset. That mindset of trying to copy the line alabaster's woman. Now, before any of them start, the black women do it too. Yes, they do. But here's the difference. Because you will never hear me say that black women don't lie on brothers. They do. I definitely acknowledge that. Here's the difference. I want y'all to pay attention because some of y'all be in these coon spaces. If you're listening, the difference is when you dealing with the women that are white or white adjacent, as fucked up as this is, they're going to be quicker to believe them white and white adjacent women than they will a sister. Because, see, I'm going to give you something to think about. Because I know it's young brothers over here that love to be hard-headed and argue. I call them tater tots. You listen to Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, and all that bullshit. Let me make you think. Listen to Uncle Shark for a minute. You don't have to like me. You don't have to agree with everything I'm saying, but I want you to think, in case anybody like that is listening. Ask yourself this question. How many black women do you see getting a payout the same way that Gabriella Zuniga getting a payout from our dumbass Shannon Sharp because the foolishness money will soon part? Think about it. How many black women you see that's able to make a claim against any man, definitely a white man or a black man, and they just get a payout like that? A settlement, huh? I'm saying this for a reason. I want you to think about that because, see, the point that I'm making is the system don't believe them the same way that they do these women, okay? So I'm not saying that they don't lie, but I'm telling you that shit, you fucking around over there on the other side, buddy, you see what Jonathan Majors went through? That right there, man, I found that so fucking disgusting, but like I said, you bring it on yourself when you go over there with the history of these women in this country. They have gotten whole towns burned down, our ancestors killed. They can get you killed today with a lie. All they got to do is cry and tell a lie. You understand? Jonathan Majors running away from this woman. And I often say that I wonder in hindsight what would have happened with the Jonathan Majors situation had he not touched her at all, because all he did was pick her up and put her in that SUV so he could run away from her. And they count that as an assault. And I honestly think even if he didn't touch her and just took out running, they would have found something to blame him for. But Jonathan learned from that too. You see, hey, that bedbug said he put up his bedbug boots and said, hey, let me go and get Megan good and sit my black ass down. You understand? Let me tell y'all, brother, something, man. It's not worth it to go deal with these crazy motherfuckers, because this right here just scream crazy. A bitch like this could never get nowhere close to me. It's not appealing to me. And I know you're mentally off because y'all heard her talking during that stream. The bitch say she woke up and had a dream and then you ran to the internet and just started making up some shit, accusing somebody or something. Do you know how batshit crazy you have to be? And see, let me tell you something. I don't care what women do that. Brothers, young brothers especially, because the older brothers my age, you should know this. I don't care how attractive a woman is. You start letting them talk and they exhibit signs of crazy, shut up. Don't interrupt. You take that crazy in. If they have a habit of just making up something that you didn't say or just pulling something out of nowhere, hey, man, that's your cue to quietly exit. Y'all remember, y'all seen that meme on the internet where Homer Simpson just fade back into them bushes? Hey, that's your cue right there. Let's let it continue.
Made it seem like this was shaping up to be a grand reveal of some disturbing information about Corey, only for it to be what we saw. The only reason why this was blown out of proportion because of the infamous video where they joked about what he did to her when she was sleeping. Tsunami, aka Panda, you're a grown woman. Just get therapy and move on with your life, because I'm sure Corey has moved on with his. Now,
salute to the good brother Latrabia Lawson for the cash out. Thank you very much, my good land. Okay, thank you. But see, family, you heard that brother right there covering a portion of that. And we finna get into some more of it here, because hey, y'all know what we got up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, let GBS take a break. Hi, it's your old pal, the Snake. Now, for you new subscribers, welcome. We see the channel is growing. Welcome. More victims to bite. Listen, I'm a snake. Okay, I've been a snake all my life, and the most dangerous snake on the planet is the white snake. Okay, and white adjacent snakes, okay? You better look into these little beady yellow eyes of mine. Look at this silver forked tongue. Don't you know you can't trust anything that looks like this? Especially the ones with the tattoos. They're batshit crazy. I know my people, I'm telling you. If you don't listen to the information that GBS says, and I hope you don't, that makes it easier for me to take a plug out of your ass. We'll ruin your lives. We'll ruin your reputations. We'll make you go broke. And last but not least, we'll get your asses in a prison cell. So I hope you don't listen. Go out here and be the biggest buck of Bedistan that you can. Because if you do, one of my kin will be waiting. We'll be waiting and we're going to sink our fangs in deep and you'll never get them out. I promise you that. You'll never get them out. And if you do, you'll be so ruined that your name will be mud everywhere you go. So enjoy your night, ladies and gentlemen. That has been tonight's word from your good pal, the snake. See you next time.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, I got jokes, man. Y'all need to understand, boy, the snake. Y'all, boy. But look, I'm going to keep it a buck. Y'all laughing? But that's what I see them alabaster women as. You are a fucking snake. There is no way I will trust them, boy. Let me tell you something, dog. The Mike Pence rule, oh, yeah. Shout out to Mike Pence. There's one thing I will give him credit for. When that Me Too bullshit kicked off, Mike Pence had that rule. He said, oh, okay. I see where this shit going. Cool, no problem. I got a wife. If any of you bitches need to talk to me, my wife gonna be in the room and it's gonna be some other witnesses. Oh, they ain't like that shit. And a lot of smart men was like, you know what? Yeah. If you ain't got a wife, you're like, I'm gonna have somebody present that I can trust. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, hey, let me talk to y'all for a minute. One of the things I try to teach men on this channel is, yes, in a system of white supremacy, if we already know the system is geared to target us, we got to, one, act like we know it. And number two, even if these things don't hit us directly, you have to be saying, okay, I see what they tried to do that brother over there. What can I learn from that? What mistakes did that brother make? How can I protect myself from that? See, this is the way me and my family, the men in my family, we discuss these things. Even though we ain't involved in it like that, we don't wait till it come to us. We're like, let's discuss this. See, look, I hope every brother under the sound of my voice, especially if you're a young brother, I hope you are cool enough with the men in your family where when you sit down, y'all have a round table and y'all discuss world events together. And you know what I'm saying? Because see, this has been a tradition for me. I was a very young man in my family. This is why I've never been involved in certain things, and knock on wood, I never will be. You know what I'm saying? Because see, one of the things about it, boy, I'm waiting on a bitch to try something like that. Me, boy, because look, all right. I am very well prepared to defend myself legally, and my community knows exactly the type of person that I am. Okay, I ain't no saint, but I ain't out here doing nothing devilish or legal or evil to nobody. I don't do that shit. But see, let's get into who these types of chicks will target and why. Notice I'm not saying all women, all right? And I already said it for the slow folks that might be listening. I did not say that no black woman try to set you up. I already explained what the difference is. The difference is the white and white adjacent women, they're going to be quicker to believe and set you up than a will a black woman. Unfortunately, they don't give a fuck about our women unless they find a way that they can use them. That's just a sad, hard truth, okay? But see, the reason why these types of women will target you is two types of black men that they target. The one common denominator is if they see you got the bag, okay, let's just go ahead and call it what it is. But you got two types. You got the dumbass Shannon Sharps. Yes, Shannon, we're going to use your goofy ass as an archetype in this situation. Dumbass Shannon Sharps. Or you're just so crazy about anything that's outside of a black woman. Okay, you just got to have it. Don't you think these plotting alabasters know that about you? Especially they see you got the bag, man. Look, this is the killing part about some of the bed books like Shannon Sharp. They don't understand them women never liked you. They was like, okay, I'm gonna do what I got to do. And then as soon as I figure out and got to a point, I done learned what your weaknesses are, done figure things out. Hey, how we know that Gabriella Zuniga wasn't talking to Tony Busby way back when they first met? We don't know. And look, let's just say for anybody, man, you reaching. Let me tell you something. As a black man in America, you better learn how to have some foresight. Because what I just said is not out the realm of possibility. See, this is the way I was trained to think by the men in my family on both sides. You don't sit here and see things happening to other men, then you repeat the same shit over and over. So that's the first type they target. The stupid, undisciplined men like Shannon dumbass Sharp, okay? The second type of man they target, okay? This is going to hit kind of hard for some of you young brothers, man, but I got to tell you the truth over here because I don't want you getting caught up in these situations that you can't get out of. Trouble is easy to get into, hard to get out of, okay? Especially when you're dealing with these alabasters women and alabasters adjacent women. They target the guys that they figure are decent, nice, upstanding guys, because there are still brothers out here like that, and Corey is one of them, okay? The brothers that like they try to have some type of spirituality about themselves, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying perfect, but I'm saying guys that come from a good upbringing. Now you would probably think, well, why would they do that, brother? Because those types of women are not like women that don't do that. You better understand what a grimy, no good, plotting, worthless ass, not throwaway bitch will do, okay? Don't you ever underestimate what they're capable of. They are not, I do not put them in the same category as decent women. I don't. They don't think the same. You got good sisters out here that they don't even think about trying to put nothing like that on no brother. The only way a sister really, for the most part, try to come at you like that, a decent one now, is if you really did her some harm. Okay, yeah, she's supposed to get her justice then. But a grimy, plotting ass, no good, raggedy, no talent having trifling thought bitch like the one we reviewing here in this stream. Oh, nigga, ain't no morals, ain't no rules. Oh, you come from a good family stuff? Good, you the perfect target. Because you would never see it coming. You would never think that I would be capable of doing something like that to you. Oh, yeah, we can go on trips. You can buy me stuff. Oh, you can treat me, man, like the sun set in the crack of my ass. But hey, I had an agenda. I got to get you. It's time to cash in. See, one thing I also teach young black men, especially you successful, and a lot of these dumbass athletes and entertainers need to learn this. When you get to the upper echelons of any society, you really start touching that paper. First of all, you got to understand as black men in America, we ain't supposed to have that. Oh no, we ain't never supposed to have that. Anytime they see a black man, I ain't talking about being no multi-millionaire neither. If they see you getting even close to, not even in, but close to the high six-figure range, they're like, how you get here? You ain't supposed to be up here. It ain't but a few of you up here. We really don't want you. Another one slipped through the cracks? Oh, man, we got to figure out how to get you out of here. So now, definitely when you get to the millionaire status, don't you understand that it's white folks around you that will grin in your face, smile, hey, buddy, what you got going on? That's plotting on you. People, some of you ain't never met. Don't you know that they will send them little bitches your way for the purposes of setting you up like a Shannon Sharp? And if you don't have no discipline, you stupid enough, hey, congratulations, you got. You better take a good look at this damn snake on this screen. Huh? See, when I say have foresight, one of the greatest things you can do in this world as a young black man is have discipline and sit down and think about this old adage. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. Let me tell you something. Nobody in the world will be able to protect you like you. It's good to have the ability to tell yourself no. See, that's one of the ultimate tests of a man. Just because you have money, access, status, or a celebrity to be able to do something, sometimes it's good to sit back and say, wait a minute, should I do that? And I'm going to tell you something else that was taught to me by my father and uncles and grandfathers. Sometimes, brothers, let me talk to the men in here. Brothers, how many of you in my chat room have ever had that gut feeling? Even if you didn't have no solid proof on anything, but you know that feeling in your gut was just like, don't do this. Nah, hold on. Don't, hold up. Think about that. Don't do this. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? How many of y'all have had that gut feeling? Am I the only one? You know, because maybe it's just me. Is there any brother in my chat room that have had that gut feeling where you have full ability as an adult to do whatever it is you want to do? Okay? Whatever it is. I'm talking about buying something, dealing with women, whatever, going someplace, and there's that feeling in you like, nah, bro, you might want to sit this one out. Let me tell you something. I was always taught, you listen to that feeling. And I said the same thing to the sisters too, because this applies to both genders, but I'm really trying to school the brothers. If you ever get that feeling, it don't have to make sense to nobody. It's your feeling. That's the Most High giving you a sign. Hey, look, my son, let this go. Let me tell you something. In my younger years, and I will still operate that by to this day, being a grown-ass man. If I was someplace and I got that feeling that, something ain't right, I need to leave. It ain't had to be nothing that I saw. Like, no, that feeling right there, that's a protection. Because let me tell you something where I realized that was a very real thing. That's a spiritual protection that I hope all of us have. I can remember, and some of you can probably remember this as well. I can remember times in my youth where I was gonna go out to a certain place, me and my cousins hang out, and then all of them like, you know what, dog? Nah, man, we just gonna kick it around the crib today. Nah. Fuck around and get up the next morning, you hear about some shit, you be like, damn, I'm glad we didn't go over there. Couple of times. When I started seeing that, I said, yeah. So that sixth sense or whatever you want to call it, always listen to your gut instinct, my brothers. Do you understand? You young men, I hope that's something you have in you. It don't have to make sense to nobody but you. You better listen to that because sometimes an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. You understand? You better understand that, man. Because see, as a black man in America, you have little to no room for error. When it comes to somebody accusing you something, especially in a situation where it's just their word versus yours, and it's the white women particularly, oh, her man runs the system. You don't have a chance in hell if that's all you got. You better have some type of proof to clear your name. You definitely better seek legal counsel, okay? And hopefully you have the type of reputation in your community where if somebody accuses you of some bullshit, they're going to be like, nah, you better show me some evidence first. Because I'm going to tell you, look, case in point, I'm going to use myself. I don't do no type of drugs. Never have, never will. If all of a sudden, one of these race soldiers tried to plant something in my car, arrest me, they're like, JBS had a bag of cocaine in his car. Man, my family and everybody come here and be like, who, him? Oh, you a bold-faced motherfucking lie. That dude don't touch no kind of drugs. Bullshit. You understand me? See, you better understand that guarding your reputation, man, that's worth more than gold, man. I know my community would cut for me, not to mention my family. They're like, nah, which one you talking about? Not him. Shit, man. I love my life and the blessing of good health that the good Lord gave me, and I try to take care of it as much as I can. Knock on wood. I'm a healthy man. I ain't got no type of health issues, you know what I'm saying? Lord knows that's a miracle with the things I've been through in my life, okay? Y'all know my background, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look, you know, I just want to give that admonition to the young brothers, man. Take care of your reputation, man. Let it be to the standpoint of if you accused of something, let it be when motherfucker got to fabricate everything on you. Don't let it be because you done did something and then you straddling the line trying to do what you see white folks do, or you gambling, dealing with people, you know what I'm saying? You be like, nah, I know these people ain't my speed. I see they got some bullshit going on. Nah, man. It's certain things that are avoidable in life so that you don't have to deal with this snake in this system of white supremacy. But we're not done yet. We got some more lessons to teach about this, man. So let's get on further down the line.
A day or so ago, a woman by the name of Nami, aka Panda Ninja XX, dropped a series of TikToks about her relationship with CoreyXKenshin. I do want to add that this happened 8 to 9 years ago based off of many things that I'll point out in this video, so this situation is pretty old, but these allegations are pretty new. Like this tweet says, no exaggeration, it's over 100 pages of text in 3 different posts. So I'm going to try to summarize this as briefly as I can. She titles this The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber, adding that I'm not doing a story time, I'm sharing what I live. If it feels heavy, it's because it was. Also adding content warning, non-graphic, emotional, mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty. And everything that she put here led me, and I'm sure millions of other people, to believe that CoreyXKenshin was in fact a disgusting individual. So part 1 of this is Panda, or Nami, what I referred to her throughout this whole video, basically saying that she's doing this because she didn't owe Corey her silence, and that the world deserves to know the real him, not what he portrays.
Okay, so now here's my problem with that statement that she made there. Okay, you're right. You don't owe your abuser silence at all. So my question is, why you wait 8, 9 years later to come out with this if he did something to you? Because I agree, you do not owe your abuser your silence. You don't. So you know what you're supposed to do? Somebody did something criminal to you, you're supposed to take your ass and file them criminal charges. That's what you're supposed to do. So I agree with that. Let's let it continue.
Even going as far as questioning his walk with God as a Christian. She talks about meeting him when she was at her lowest point and him making her feel important, but apparently quote unquote hid her from the world like she was invisible. Nami also mentioned,
keep that in mind. I want y'all to listen to everything this brother's breaking down on this. She talking about, oh, he hid me from the world. First of all, again, that young brother has a 22 million sub count channel. He's definitely on screen. People know what he looks like. I mean, basically, if you can call it such a thing. He's basically a YouTube celebrity. So he's going to be out in the public light. And you know what? Believe it or not, as wholesome as his content is, he done got his fair share of hateful trolls over the years. Because I'm going to tell y'all something, especially any coming content creators. I expect to get the trolls off the stuff that I talk about. Definitely the white supremacists, Sambos, and Tethers. But I don't care what type of content you're doing. Some people just hate you just for no reason, man. It could be envy. It could be mental illness, whatever. So he's dealt with his fair share of hateful comments. So now instead of her goofy ass thinking, okay, if I'm in a relationship with this brother and he understands what he goes through, maybe him keeping me out the public eyes, him trying to spare me from getting trolled like that. Because see, you got to think about it. If you're a public figure, and I agree with this, because y'all know, hell, I don't put my personal life out here like that. Some people choose to do it, and most of them people that I see do that, they have all kind of problems in their relationship, depending on what kind of content they're doing. But see, instead of her thinking that, okay, instead of you wanting to be famous, and because that's all that is, I want everybody to see me. He probably like, okay, if I really care about you, let me keep you out of that because I know what I have to deal with. You see what I'm saying? But see, this goes to show you that all this is motivated by, hey, you famous, I'm supposed to be able to leech on to what you got. Instead of you just playing your position saying, okay, if the brother's interested in me and we trying to make it work, hell, man, just play your position. See, that's the problem with some of these little old trifling plotting ass bitches. You think because a dude is famous, you supposed to leech off of what he got. That's how you trick yourself out of the bag, so to speak. If that's what you really after, sometimes you got to learn to sit your ass down, man. If your man is in the spotlight, that's his talent. That don't mean he's supposed to be putting you all on camera and on his channel. And like I said, for the reason that I just mentioned there, if a brother see that he dealing with, because look, I get the average woman. I don't care what race they are. I've seen female content creators, they are not built to withstand online pressure like those of us who are men. Because see, you know me. Motherfucker get trolling me, shit, I'll sit there sometime and look, for the new trolls that's over here, the subscribers, let me tell you one of my guilty pleasures, okay, before we get back to this. I love the ones that are going to type that long-ass biblical scroll of a comment, and you know what I do? I don't read that shit. I immediately block your ass. And when you get blocked on YouTube, can't nobody see your comments. You wasted all that time typing in. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's a guilty pleasure. I love doing that. But see, even the little goofy shit they say, that don't bother me. Y'all, man, boy, I am so empty to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just get you up out of here. Now, a woman, oh, man, that'll run them off the internet. They'll be crying and heard about, oh, they said this about me. I done seen it all for years. I don't care what race of them it is. They are not built to handle that type of internet criticism. So if that brother was probably thinking about, okay, hey, you know what? Yeah, I ain't going to even expose her to this. This is what I do. And then here's the other thing about her stupid ass, because we see how trifling she was. She didn't understand that if this man keeps his personal life private, that means he really value you. You understand? He value you. You are his private, you know what I'm saying, life or whatever. He keeps it off the internet. To him, that means that you somebody special. But see, if you plotting on somebody, you don't care about none of that. Her main concern was, oh, you hid me. You didn't want nobody to see me. Nah, dumbass. If the man really cared about you and you see what he got going on, he was trying to protect your stupid ass. Let it continue.
Various times where Corey emotionally abused her, ghosted, and used her body and mind for his benefit. After initially hearing this part, it gave me complicated, toxic relationship vibes, especially after she hints at Corey cheating on her. Corey said that this girl was his sister when they had a heated discussion, which led to him ghosting her again. Nami went on to say that this affected her mentally, confused as to why people consider him to be a role model on YouTube, and questioned many other things. And she ends this part off by saying, this was only the beginning, part 2 comes tonight, and it only gets heavier.
Okay, so now let me deal with this whole part about, she said he was cheating on her, this, that, and the third, okay? Because look, y'all know how it is with any story. It's one side, it's the other side, truth lies somewhere in the middle. But let's just take her at face value. Okay, he cheating on you. Know what you can do? You can move on. You can do that. Not cheating on, look, you don't want nobody that don't want you. So if that part is true, you the fool for staying. If that's true. If that's true. But see, I have to say if because y'all gonna see where a lot of this shit start to get just off kilter and you be like, wait a minute, that don't make no sense. Watch this, y'all.
In part 2, we see some actual evidence like messages being sent back and forth on Xbox dating back to July 2019. In these messages, after some time, Corey contacted her in hopes of sleeping with her again, joking and making light of him ghosting her a while ago. She also claims Corey did this because he knew what control he had over her, which I can't confirm or deny because I wasn't in their relationship. But if what she's saying is true, while it is messed up, this is basic toxic relationship behavior and nothing to write home about. But she says that in doing this, he threw the fact that she got assaulted in the past in her face, knowing that she didn't let anyone have access to her after that trauma she endured, and try to use her for sex. Corey responds that he genuinely loved Nami at the time, but didn't have his life in order, which is crazy because in part 1 she says that she didn't care if he had money or fame, but proceeds to assume that his life was perfect because he was rich and famous, which is not the case, and there's so many examples I could use, but I'll be here all day. And by the way, people were saying that these messages were edited, which I can't determine is true or false. Continuing on, Nami says that she was diagnosed with breast cancer around a pandemic, which is really bad. Cancer is a horrible disease. This made her feel isolated, reaching out to Corey for support, and she shares this single out of context text message from Corey where he allegedly said that was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever.
Now let me pause this because see, we got to talk about how a lot of these chicks like this, again, I'm not saying all women, I'm saying chicks like this because I have to repeat it. All women don't do this. They don't. There's a specific kind of woman that does this. Okay. And this kind of trifling ass turbo thought, the ones that of them that when they get mad at a brother, they'll take something out of context and only show one part of it to make you look like a villain. This is something, man, that a lot of them will try to pull, okay? Especially they call themselves trying to pull a Cassie plot. You know what I'm saying? And see, here's the thing. The difference between this one and a well-seasoned thought, and I'm glad Corey wasn't dealing with that or he'll be sitting in a Shannon Sharp situation. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have sense enough, or maybe didn't have the funds enough. If she was gonna try to set this man up, you got to go holler at Tony Busby. Hey, that's the turbo thought ambulance chaser, baby. See, because you ain't smart enough to put the hustle together on your own. You got to go holler at Tony Busby, little sassy Sweetwater, Texas ass. Hey, for those of you that seen Tony Busby, don't he kind of remind you of Lindsey Graham, little sassy ass? You know that South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, huh? Little mint julep sass ball. Yeah, so see, she knows she ain't have sense to put together. That was the first mistake. Like, baby, nah, if you're gonna really be trying to go out somebody, you gotta have somebody with some brains strategizing, like little punk ass Tony Busby. Okay? But nah, see, she ain't have sense enough to do that. So she tried the old school shit. Well, hey, let me just take a piece of something and put it out of context. And see, for you young brothers, this is why, man, you better make sure you have shit saved or what have you that can clear your name. Because see, this could have been a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? This could have been a lot worse. But what ended up happening is something you're going to see here later. And it's going to go right into what I was telling you about keeping your reputation in good standing. Y'all going to see how that was a big help and saving Corey from everybody believing this bullshit. Let it continue.
LOL. Then she claimed that seeing that text hit harder than the diagnosis itself. Initially, I was like, damn, that's a crazy thing to say by Corey, until I realized that this message was the only part that didn't show both sides of the conversation. Very sus, not gonna lie. And she claimed that this moment revealed the real Corey and brings his family, mainly his mother, into this, saying that she had a similar experience with cancer, so he should have treated her better, which is a crazy thing to even bring up. On to part 3, where Nami says that there are allegedly other women Corey hurt in the same way. She continues to talk about why she brought this to the internet, citing that she wanted him to feel the weight of his actions. After part 3, she posts a clip that had the internet in a frenzy, a clip where Corey says that he did something to her in her sleep, and the caption on the video shows the reaction she intended the video to have.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
Well,
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Corey?
Just don't worry about it.
Corey?
Now, see, this is some ultra fucking grimy shit right here. This is ultra grimy. Because, like, again, you can tell if you're familiar with Brother Corey. You can tell just by the way he looked. This was 8 or 9 years ago, okay? This right here, boy, this go to show you how these dirty types of chicks right here would pull this shit. Now, there was a couple at this point in time. And any one of us in here will flirt with our old lady like that. You know what I'm saying? If we were talking to a chick and you involved with it, and y'all involved intimately, what have you, you could tell he was clearly joking about what he said. But she tried to put this out to frame it as if he did something to her. So again, here's the question. If that really happened, oh boy, that shit pisses me off so bad. If that really happened, why you didn't go to the police back then? Because look, let's be fair with this. I've said this before. Lord knows, I don't wish to see or this horrible, evil thing for a woman to have somebody force themselves on her. That has to be a very traumatic experience. As a man, I don't know what that's like. We'll never know what that's like. But I can understand if a woman is so shaken up by that, it take her a week, even two, to tell her family about it and try to go to the police. Because see, ladies, let me talk to you. Heaven forbid, God forbid, you ever find yourself in that situation. I don't want none of y'all to go through that. I don't care whether you like me or don't like me. Don't care about that. I don't wish that on no woman. But if that does happen to you, you got to understand that you need to report that as soon as possible. Because if you want justice and you want to get this disgusting, evil rapist off the street, if that's what somebody's done to you, they need to be able to go ahead and do a rape kit, get DNA, to make sure that they can go ahead and expedite getting justice started. You understand? The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be to prove what happened to you. You see what I'm saying? So if you really somebody that care about getting justice and hey, you don't sit there and wait a year later and all that. No. First thing, and again, I'm being empathetic because Lord knows, I hope no woman in here has experienced that. If you have, I empathize with you. That's a disgusting thing. If it was up to me and I was running the nation and we could prove that anybody did that, and I'm saying male or female, because I despise all rapists. If we could prove you did that with your DNA beyond the shadow of a doubt, we got other evidence. Oh, man, hey, that's capital punishment. You can't rehabilitate that type of crime. You got to get them out of here. I put them in the same category as I do a pedophile. Okay, you can't rehabilitate certain crimes. Okay, so that if I were in the nation, that's how it'd be. I'll be like, oh, you did it. We got you. It's proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay, hey, you won't get to do it again. We get you out of here. And I mean both genders. But see, damn it, if that happened to you, man, you got to make sure that in a time, at least within 2 weeks, you got to start with your family. Find whoever it is, hopefully your father, you know what I'm saying? Some family members you can go to, let them know what happened so they can get the wheels of justice turning, man. And then not only for you, you don't want that person to be free to do that to somebody else if you really care. So see, this little shit she put out here, she tried to put that out. You can clearly tell that they joking. What couples don't play like that from time to time? You know what I'm saying? I hate that shit, man. But see, you finna see how dirty she get with this, right? Because see, I ain't gonna call no names, but I'm familiar with another situation that happened about a year or so ago. Let me go here with this. Let me address that type of situation. If somebody come out and make a claim that you were assaulted as a woman or what have you, and they making that claim towards somebody and you know that didn't happen and you sit there and run with that like that's cool, you are the most low down, dirty, ain't shit bitch on the planet. You hear me? If you know that didn't happen, you don't sit there and run with that. You're like, hey, nah. We might have our issues, but that brother didn't do that. Let me tell you something, brothers. You better not never trust no chick. Not only that will do that, but you better not trust no chick that'll co-sign another chick doing that. Because see, the way I see it, if you co-sign a lie, oh, nah, you'll do it to me. You'll do it to me. You damn sure will. I'm telling you, brothers, you better pay attention to that, man. Birds of a feather flock together. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's not a harmless thing, man. Because, see, look, I've said this for years on this channel. It's plenty of people I've critiqued over the years. I got my issues and problems with certain folks, okay? But one thing y'all know I don't believe in doing, whether you all that like, don't like, nah, you don't have the right to lie on anybody. You understand? You don't have the right to lie on nobody. But see, you got these types of raggedy, no good bitches like this and some niggas that they don't care about telling lies on somebody. Huh? So I'm telling y'all, brothers, the young ones, you better take that shit to heart. Even if they ain't doing it to you, if you see them co-signing grimy shit like that, in any situation, man, you better think twice about continue to deal with them because it's just a matter of time for they get upset with you and pull some type of bullshit like that on you. And heaven help you if you don't have the legal resource, to defend yourself in the court of law. So let it continue.
Corey, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of Nami Vlog.
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
Now you can clearly see in that clip that they laughing about it, they joking about it. Cause like I said, man, hey, that's normal, man. There's plenty of people joke like that. You know what I'm saying? If you in a committed relationship with somebody and y'all intimate, but now she's sitting there laughing and grinning like that. So now here's the weird part about it. This is also the scary part about it. And even if you're a woman listening to this, you don't like what I'm saying, you better pay attention because if you got a black son, could be your black son next. Some one of you raggedy bitches try to pull a lie on if you ain't educate them how to play past this shit. The fucked up thing about it is you had some people see that clip and take it out of context and like, oh, he said he did something to her in her sleep. I'm like, are you that damn retarded? That was joking, man. You really think if this man did something like that, he would get on camera and say it like that, and then her and him would be laughing and joking about it? You got some of the dumbest motherfuckers alive on the internet today. That and some of the most morally bankrupt people. They'll just take anything around with it instead of using some type of common sense and thought process and saying, wait a minute, nah, wait a minute. If he did something that bad, hey, your next move should have been going to the police station. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, I mean, boy, y'all finna see, man. Y'all finna see. We finna get into the next part.
The nature of what was said in this video caused a lot of Corey's fans to turn their back on him, second guessing everything they knew about him up until that point. I'm not gonna lie, what he said was strange, but the fact that she laughed it off led me to believe that's how they joked in a relationship. Some people genuinely thought that he assaulted her though. It got so bad that the words Corey and CoreyXKenshin were trending on Twitter, with people labeling him as an abuser. On the other hand, I saw a good amount of his community coming to his defense, saying that people should not believe her and wait for Corey's response, whenever that is. And I noticed a lot of parasocial fans speaking as if they knew this man personally, saying things like, he doesn't talk like that, in reference to the text messages, coming up with theories, and talking about feeling physically ill after hearing about this news. Y'all need to touch grass. Now, following this, a series of events occurred. First, there was a Twitter account going around posing as Nami under the same Panda Ninja name, saying that she lied on Corey and that the messages were edited. This account was in fact a fan of Corey that apologized for trolling. Then Nami posted on TikTok clarifying that Corey did not in fact assault her.
Now, this is the important part because see, again, let me address that part that he mentioned there about that fan of Corey's or making up that fake account. Let me tell y'all something, man. Don't do that. Because just like I'm against lying, somebody accusing somebody of something false, you don't need to lie to defend anybody. All you need is the truth to defend somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? I would never tell anybody that subscribed to any of my platforms that, hey, you need to lie for me. No, hell no. Y'all know that if you ever hear anybody talking shit about me, I don't never tell y'all, hey, man, go troll them. Nah, man, fuck them. You know how we get down over here, man. They are irrelevant. So if you subscribe to this channel, man, you ever hear anybody hating or whatever, because sometimes people send me stuff, I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about what they're saying. We focus on our mission over here, okay, which is the protection and empowerment of our people, okay? So, you know, for me, I don't give a fuck what the troll got to say. Nah, I tell you one damn thing. Y'all know I've said this before. When it comes to that, you can troll all you want, but you better not do a couple of things with your boy. You better be careful that you don't commit libel, defamation, or slander, because I am telling you, I will come for the feelings in your motherfucking teeth. You hear me? Look, let me talk to you about that before we get into this next part. In case you don't know, of all the voices of new black media, I am the most wicked, vindictive brother. If you ever try me like that, I have no forgiveness, okay? I don't. Nope. That's the one flaw that's in me that, hey, the good Lord has not cured me of. I'm not forgiving you. You come at me and I ain't did nothing to you, man. I am on mission destruction. Y'all think I will put your name on that whiteboard when I wake up. I'll wake up and stretch. Oh, thank God. Good to be alive. Yep. Let's get started on your ass today. I will add your ass to my itinerary. And I'm going to tell you right now, for those of you that know my background, I am a very focused man. The worst thing in the world for you to do is get my attention as an adversary. I will destroy you down to the foundation and then salt the earth with your ashes. Legally, okay? That's what I believe in. I believe in no mercy for an adversary. Yeah. You looking for mercy, boy, you better find it somewhere else, because I don't have any. Try me with that bullshit, boy, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. And look, I will keep coming, too. I like, let me tell you something. I'm so bad with it that if I done broke you down and destroyed you and your life is miserable to the point where you got to go to shelter to survive, and I find out that you get back on your feet, I'm coming again. I'm like, oh, hell no. No. Your life must be permanently miserable. We can't have you enjoying no slice of life. Okay? Bitch, you got to enjoy bread and water. That's if that. And I can figure out how you don't get that. I'm coming legally for that too. Like, Sir GBS, you've gotten the bread and water from these people. Sir, have you no heart? Nope, Your Honor, I sure don't. Are you sure you want me to render this verdict? You damn right I do. I will, Your Honor, go ahead and hit the gavel. I'm going to run over there and snatch that bread and water out your hand. I don't give a fuck about that. Fuck around and lie on me if you want to. Hey, all right, you say whatever you want. You better not lie, okay? That's all I'm telling you. But see, what she did right here, you see on the screen, she came back after she put the bullshit out there, talking about, for clarification, he, meaning Corey, did not sexually assault me. Okay, now you got to understand how fucked up this was. She knew what she did. She gonna put that shit out there, and she was hoping to get the reaction that she got initially, but she wasn't counting on looking at the social dynamic that we're in today, especially as black men. Brothers are like, even brothers that have ideological differences, all of us on the same page about this, in case you didn't know it, for your grimy ass turbo thoughts that do this shit. Even those of us that don't agree ideologically, one thing we do have a common consensus on is like, wait a minute, when these motherfuckers come out with some shit like this, we need to look into it. We need to look into it first. Nah, we ain't gonna be, oh, she's a woman believer. No, you fucked that up. Too many don't fuck that shit up. Nah, man, we gonna look at it and get down to the facts of what it is, and we gonna see what makes sense, what's not, and what's true and what's false. She wasn't counting on that. She was thinking that, I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna put this out here. I'm gonna fuck this man's reputation up. No, it didn't go like that. And y'all finna see exactly how. Let's get into it.
I went on live with someone to explain that she took it as a joke and posted that video as a happy moment.
It literally was between 2016 and 2022. So which is only 3 years ago. So I didn't wait as long as people were saying that. I'm not looking for clout. And the more you guys say it, the more stupid you guys look. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video that he's saying something weird, like, but he was being playful and he was like saying things like,
thank you for saying that.
Like, that's something we both laughed at. Like, that's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that was the essay video. I literally said, basically, this is one of the moments that I had with him that that it seemed like it was real, but it wasn't.
In this same
Did you just hear what this fucking psychopath just said? Now, I played that part of that live stream at the beginning of this where she was sitting there talking about she had a dream about what she felt like happened. Boy, y'all, listen, man. Brothers, I know you like what you like. You're grown. You're going to do what you want to do. But you better stop ignoring these crazy psychopaths, because sometimes that shit be right in front of our faces. And some of us will be like, well, man, you got a fat ass, don't you? Got some big titties. Oh, man, I mean, you bucks a Bennington, but you like, well, man, look at her. She an ice queen. You know, kind of like Slow Tier Buck that I reviewed on the last stream there. Oh, he gonna get his Negro wake-up call, too. It's coming, Slow Tier Buck. It's coming, okay? A.K.A. Low Tier God. It's coming. You're gonna get yours. Boy, that anytime you got a chick, because see, that right there, that's somebody that is seriously mentally ill. You making up shit in your head, talking about you had a dream, and then you just jump up and run with that shit? No, it was more to it than that, though. What that was is she probably done found out about that brother's new girlfriend, whoever she is. You see this man taking trips to Paris, kicking it, ain't worrying about your trifling ass. And one thing these raggedy hoes don't like to do is see you move on and you do better and you happy. Oh, no. If they ain't shit, they don't want you to be happy. Oh, no. Let me tell you, gentlemen, it don't matter what your tax bracket is. If you get rid of a trifling, rotten, no good bitch, and look, sisters, it's the same for you. You got some of these moist soy boy sorority bastards out here that if you move on and dump a trifling ass nigga and they see you move on and get an upstanding dude, he treat you right, y'all happy together. Hey, they act just like these trifling bitches that we talking about here tonight. This one here in particular. Hey, little taco alabasters here. Man, people don't like to see you move on. Toxic people don't like to see you move on with your life and be happy. Oh no, because see, they know they ain't shit, ain't gonna ever be shit. So they feel like, you can't, hey, I got to drag you back down here with me. You understand? Let me tell you something, fellas. I want you young men to listen to me. Cursing a woman out, that don't do nothing. Please don't put your hands on them. That's illegal. That'll land you in jail or in the morgue, okay? Sitting up here going back and forth with them. That ain't how you get back. Trying to put stuff in their faces. That ain't how you get back. Running back to them, trying to see if you can fix stuff. That ain't how you get where you need to be. The best revenge in life is living well. You understand me? Once you close the door, you move on and you move up. Okay? You don't look back. Because see, when you do that, if an ain't shit bitch see that you done moved up, that hurt her worse than any word you will ever say. And again, definitely don't put your hands on them. Let me tell you something, man, that I was taught as a young man. Don't strike the flesh, you strike the heart, okay? Hey, you go on and live your life well where motherfucker got to feel that shit. And it ain't about you trying to make them see it. Nah, you just go on where anytime they do take a look at you, shit, you doing well, especially better than you were with them. And see, I'm going to tell you why, another reason why a raggedy ain't shit bitch like this will try this shit with you. They always think, and if you were the best type of dude they ever had, treating them right, upwardly mobile, and they know ain't no other dude like that, and they never had a dude like that, oh yeah, they finna be vindictive. Now they coming. You better believe that. So you must use discernment, gentlemen, and be careful about who you dealing with out here. I don't advocate for none of that interracial dating bullshit, but again, I'm speaking from a realistic point of view because I know people gonna make whatever decision they feel like they want to make. Same thing for you sisters, okay? Even though I'm getting on this raggedy taco bitch right here, I'm telling you too as well. Be careful who you end up dating, especially you sisters, because y'all know, I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying. I want you healthy and safe. I don't want you going and you get hurt by brothers, you jump over there with Zaddy, then the next thing you know, I got to cover a story where somebody done chopped you up and put you in a bag. Like I done covered too many stories like it over the years, okay? We balanced over here. But see, dealing with this raggedy, crazy, average-looking business, that's another thing. Man, shout out to you, Corey. Love you to life, brother. But, boy, I guess my tastes are just different. Y'all know me, man. Look, anybody that's ever met me offline, a couple of y'all have, you know what I'm saying? You see me with something, boy, you know it's cream of the crop, baby. Hey, this strong jawline, chin, boy, The only thing this raggedy motherfucker could do for me, if she was be interested in me, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? I'll be cordial. La. Oh, nah, baby. Wait, you got any black friends? Where they at? Let me see what they working with. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing she can do for me. Go get me a sister, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's what you can go do. For me being interested in this here, though? Hell no. Look, see, for me, let me just tell y'all something before we get back to this. I was raised to have a certain type of standard, okay? Not just for myself, but in public, whoever you got on your arm, that's half a representation of you. I ain't finna be with no damn cement jaw, square jaw looking bitch in public. Hell no. And all them tattoos and piercings and shit. Then you hear how she sounds. She ain't mentally altogether there. And then I guarantee you, if you set her down and you was trying to have some type of intellectual discussion, this motherfucker couldn't put a sentence together on nothing intelligent. Oh no, and I am not for being embarrassed with no female company. Let me tell you something right now, man. I don't care if you fit the physical space. If you stupid and I can determine that, I'm like, oh, hell no. That repels me. So I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna work, baby. I'm gonna hit you with the line. Hey, it's not you, it's me. You know, this ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna waste your time. Nah, I refuse to be strapped and saddled with a stupid bitch in public, okay? I'm just telling you that right now. So that's a couple of my pet peeves. But hey, man, people got their preferences. They like what they like. But my main admonition, gentlemen, you better be careful out here because they own it now, boy. You hear me? They not just coming out the millionaires. If you got your shit together any kind of way, these types, I'm not saying all women, these types, they coming. They hungry, they broke, they know they don't have no motherfucking talent, and they're like, hey, fuck it. If this is the way to get to the bag, because a couple other women did it, let me see if I can put me together a story and run to Tony Busby. Break glass in case of emergency. Make sure you learn from this broadcast so that you are not that guy. Let's let it continue.
Live, she talks about why she posted this online, citing that Corey didn't want to hear her out, why she took so long to reveal this, and says that she's not a clout chaser.
I did reach out to him privately numerous times. He never said anything when I would tell him how I felt.
Let me tell you something that was smart, because I'm going to tell y'all, we're finna walk you through the smart way to do this here tonight. And for those of you that are still over here, you're going to learn something, okay? The smartest thing in the world for him to do, once she jumped out there making them false allegations from an eight years ago relationship, let me tell you something. Don't respond, because see, what she did was, and I don't know if Corey legal counsel told him to do this or not. Sounds like they probably did, or maybe he just got sense enough not to do it. She trying to get him to talk. Because see, let me tell you why you don't do that. She caught herself being smart. Her plan was, okay, I done put this shit out here in public. I done lied on your name. I know I ain't shit because I'm trying to set you up. You know what I'm saying? To hopefully get you to settle out of court for something and blame you for something you hadn't done. She was hoping he was going to pick up the phone or text her back, get into an argument, then you screenshot and stuff and say, see, oh my God, he's been harassing me. I need a restraining order. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And Corey like, bitch. And you know what? This young man has his father in his life too. So his pops probably already done gained him up about this kind of shit. He did not respond. Gentlemen, that is how you handle that. If you know that a bitch done out there line, nah, baby. Fuck that. You let her talk to your attorney. Like, nah, bitch, I see you. You ain't got nothing to say to me. Go ahead and talk to my lawyer. He got you. Yeah, you communicate with them. See, what I'm telling you right now, this is how you play past that bullshit and keep yourself out of the situation. So kudos to that brother for that. Because see, if he had started going back and forth with her, arguing with her, getting upset, saying stuff, she's sitting there, click, screenshot, video record. Yep. Oh my God, he's harassing me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've seen it too many times. Gentlemen, you got to learn from these types of things, okay? So, man, hey, shout out to him for that, bro. Because, man, I'm telling you, man, if he would have started responding, that wouldn't have been good, man. So let it continue.
Say this again. I don't want attention. I didn't want anyone to follow me. I was happy with the 19.
Oh, yeah. And I just looked in the chat room here. Brother Black Truth United just brought up something very important. He said, GBS, would you recommend blocking as well? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I would. And let me tell you why, okay? Let me tell you why. Because like what I just said, if you start responding, they're going to try to claim you was the one contacting them and harassing them, especially because you got to understand, a trifling ain't shit, bitch. Know how to push your buttons to get you upset, get you saying stuff if you're not a disciplined man and you don't see that shit coming. So you start, let's say, worst case scenario, he would have picked up, start arguing with a cursing out, etc. Oh, now she was, oh my God, he threatened me, you know, and all of this. So now what you do, yeah, you go ahead and block the bitch, not only block and delete the phone number, okay? You make sure you save the phone number and give that to your lawyer and attorney so she gonna keep trying to harass you. You block on all social media, so that way, legally, if it does have to go to court, you have documented proof that, hey, Your Honor, my client didn't have no contact with her. There's no record of him trying to contact this person. I got evidence. He's blocked her on all this. You see what I'm saying? You stack the deck in your favor. But see, let me caution you about something. Again, thank you for bringing that up, Brother Black Truth United. Let me caution you younger brothers on something. I say this to older men, but we should know better. Younger brothers, make sure you keep your emotions under control. Don't you sit here and get to arguing back and forth with no crazy chick like this that's trying to set you up this way. That does not work in your favor. As men, that is not our realm to be dwelling in the emotional realm. You ain't gonna beat no bitch at her own game. You do not drop down to the emotional level. You stay grounded where men are supposed to stay, which is in the realm of logical thought. See, I was always trained long before I entered the military to think in terms of warfare strategy. You got to say, oh, look, let me give it to you this way. And bear with me, because mark my words, what I'm telling you is something that'll go well with you all your life and keep you out of shit. You better learn to think of life like chess, okay? I even recommend that you learn how to play chess, because believe it or not, playing chess will teach you a lot about how to move in life. You understand? As facetious as that sound, where my chess players in here, y'all know what I'm talking about. I have chessboards in both of my homes, but that's one of my favorite pastimes as a thinking man's game because it teaches you to slow down and say, okay, before I make a move, let me think about it and see why I'm giving you the correlations to life for the younger men that might be listening to this. As men, you know what I keep telling you for years on this channel. I say this to women as well. You don't make important decisions based off of emotion. If you go through life making decisions off emotion, the world will kick your ass up one side and down the other and laugh while doing it. You go through life making logical thought, planned decisions, okay? That's where you will do better. Doesn't mean everything's gonna be perfect. Sometimes the best laid plans go wrong, but I will tell you this, it's always 100% better when you go off of planning and logic versus emotion. Especially if you're going back, first of all, y'all already told you. My grandfather always told me it's two places, son, you don't go back with no women. That's back and forth, okay? I don't do that. Now, I'll play and joke with women, you know what I'm saying? But even that's only gonna go so far. But all that serious arguing shit, man, nah. Now, it's one thing if you have a logical discourse about something. Okay, cool. But for an argument, oh, nah, player. I ain't got the energy no time to do that with you. Hey, I like, all right, you got it. I'm gonna let you have it. You know what I'm saying? Because no, it's not worth it. But definitely in this situation right here, yes, you block them on everything. So there's recommend, you document everything. Because see, what you do is if you're calm and you're strategic, and on the legal side of things, you can be the one that get the restraining order, okay? But if you go down that emotional road, if you want to do, man, fuck that bitch. Bitch, you call me, I'ma did that. You start making threats. Oh, she got you, playboy. She got you. You done. So yeah, thank you for raising that point there, Black Truth. All right, let's let it continue.
1,500 people I had following me that I worked hard for to get. Like those were the people that I made myself. And that was another thing I mentioned in my letter. I did not want my entity to be overshadowed with his. And that was like number one to me. And that's another reason why I didn't want to say anything. I was on Twitch and like that. I wanted to make sure my image was my own and my own only. So him and I, we were together from 2016 to 2018 on and off. He continuously was messaging me some raunchy stuff after that. And even when I was in a relationship with someone else.
At the end of
now, according to her, let's take her at face value, okay? Because this right here is what he was talking to. Let's take her at face value. Let me caution young black men on something. It's an Uncle Shark, okay? If you break up with a woman, especially if it wasn't like an amicable breakup, mutual, don't be doing that. Don't be flirting back and forth with them, texting them, no stuff like y'all used to, when y'all was intimate and all. Leave that alone. Because see, especially if it's a batshit crazy motherfucker like this, you heard what she just tried to do. See, she basically trying to make herself a victim. Any and everything you do could be perceived to make you look like you trying to victimize her, okay? So what I'm trying to tell you, young gentlemen, because I know this is harder for you younger men to grasp, take it from Uncle Shark, man. It get greater later, all right? You can't have that scarcity mindset where you like, okay, this is the last bitch on earth. Listen, if you moved on, it's for a reason. It's okay. Life is about progression. And look, watch this. For the women that get that mad at what I'm saying, I'm talking to you too. If you move on from a dude, man, y'all couldn't make it. Hey, you ain't supposed to go back, all right? Hey, life is about progression for both of us, all right? Both genders. Go forward. There's a reason, because see, what's going to happen is, let's just say it's not as extreme a scenario as this, and you call yourself trying to go backwards. We're not talking about the exceptions to the rule, because I understand I'm not speaking in absolutes here when it comes to this. We're not talking about the exception to the rule. We're talking about what normally happens. If you get back with somebody, I'm talking to men and women alike, sooner or later you're going to remember like, God damn it, this is why I broke up with this motherfucker in the first place. Because chances are, whatever it was, they hadn't fixed it. It's only going to get worse. And look, that don't mean you got to hate nobody or have no ill will towards them. Like I said, you wish them the best, you move on. Sometimes people are in your life for a season and a reason, okay? And sometimes, hey, you just have to enjoy the good times y'all had, let things run its course. But your life is moving forward. As long as you still drawing air and breathing, it's okay to move forward. Stop looking backwards, man. They get you in trouble sometimes. I'm saying that to men and women alike over here. You understand? So definitely, when it comes to like that relationship is ended, let all of it be ended. And look, this is where a lot of brothers get themselves fucked up at too. I got to get on you, brothers. You know, I talk shit to these women. I'm going to talk shit to you too in good faith. If you don't have sense enough and discipline enough, even if they start trying to do that with you, you be like, no, we ain't. That ain't what we got no more. You have to cut that shit off because you never know if she in a situation trying to make some dude jealous or whatever the case may be. You got to let them know, no, that's they. Nope, we ain't together no more. Don't even flirt with me like that. You shut that shit the fuck down. You understand? And you let it be known off real. That ain't what we do no more. But see, the reason why I'm saying that, I get it. You like, man, old hair, OG, you don't know what you're talking about. For some of you, the reason why I'm telling you that, young men in particular, you better understand the times you living in. I'm showing you, look, they moving different out here for the ones of them that move grimy. This is a different time. You have to be very discerning and very careful about what you do out here as young black men, okay? Because you got, look, when you got the Tony Busbys running around, and notice Tony Busby, he ain't going after no white men. Tony Busby coming after all the niggas that's dumb enough to put themselves in situations like Shannon Sharp, and then now you looking crazy. Shannon Sharp, you big stupid bedbug, you out here retiring OnlyFans thoughts. And look, I ain't mad at the bitch. Hey, if you dumb enough and she able to get you like that, hey, she's supposed to get you. Yeah, I said it. Retiring these OnlyFans hoes, you big stupid bastard. Now you know the rest of them coming because, hey, it's another silver suit coming for him. And see, watch. I'm going to say it again. Mark my words with that Shannon Sharp situation. Once them silver suits get rolling, them criminal charges coming. Watch. So one of them going to pop up and do it, man. Right now, you better believe they fucking with Tony Busby. They done got together to get that started. Like, hey, first we going, and see, this is the strategy with that. Let me talk about that for a minute. See, I like to teach the brothers to think over here. In case you never heard this, because I keep in mind there might be some young brothers listen to me. Maybe you don't have your father in your life or no uncle, nobody you can talk to. Let me holler at you. I want you to understand what's happening, even if you ain't got Shannon Sharp money, okay? If you're a young man, chances are you don't. What they do when they keep filing all these silver suits, when they go get all on the cover, hit them for a silver suit, give them the silver. Hit them for a silver suit, give them the silver, okay? They do that to hope that they can drain their resources, so by the time the criminal charges come, hey, all your money been used up. You ain't really got no money to get no proper defense, and now they got you, because I hate to say it, in this fucked up system, man, justice can be bought, okay? You got people that's guilty. If they got right attorneys, they, you know what I'm saying, no money, they can get off. And you got people definitely, if you're not guilty of anything, shit, you definitely want a competent legal defense. You understand? So that's what I want y'all to understand about that, man. See, we try to teach you over here, man, because I don't want to see none of these young brothers over here. If you're not no rotten motherfucker and you ain't out here doing shit to women, I don't want you caught up in situations with somebody lying on you and you didn't have nobody to game you up about the foresight of how you avoid this shit. Because this look right here, I don't care what woman got it. You see this shit, batshit crazy. Go in the other direction. So let it continue.
Live, Nami doubles down on the statement that there are other victims, but she wanted to encourage them to come out on their own time. She begins to break down, claiming that the next video she posts will cause all of her naysayers to eat their words.
I wanted to be the stepping stone, like if anybody else wants to come out, like if it's up to them, if they want to come out with their truth, because I can't force them.
Oh, did you hear that? See, look, let me tell you something. If CoreyXKenshin was my blood brother or relative, let me tell you how that conversation would go in my family. Like, oh, she's talking about, oh, I'm encouraging other people to come out. See, what she doing, she trying to rally other women so it can be a horde of them. And then they'll go find a Tony, but be like, hey, all of us gonna file silver suits against them at once. If I was Corey, it wouldn't be enough for me to just be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's been proven false. Oh, no. Y'all better remember what I just told you. Had this been me, oh, bitch, it's on. It is on and popping. Oh, I'm coming. I am coming. I'm coming at your ass for libel, defamation, slander. I'm coming. You hear me? I'll be like, hey, look, like the old saying go, when you aim for the king, bitch, you better not miss. But boy, heaven help you, boy. You throw that spear at me and it miss and hit the side of the throne, bitch. If I have to get up and draw a sword from something, I'm coming. Legally, okay? Man, if I were him, I'd be like, oh, bitch, you wants to play games on the internet, huh? All right, cool. Let me go ahead and get my attorneys on this thing, boy. I'll be like, hey, boy, that paperwork will be coming, boy. Hey, I'll fuck it. Look, let me tell you how I do it. I shouldn't be saying this, but I got plenty of ways to get this done. Y'all want to know how petty I am if it comes to getting somebody served with them papers so they can put your ass up in the court of law? Let me tell you what your brother do. Motherfucker, I will pay a clown to parachute out of a fucking blimp down to where you at and be dancing and doing pantomime and shit. And he'll be like, how you doing, lady? Here's your papers. What's this? You've been served. You remember that shit you said about GBS? It's time to go to court, bitch. I'll see you. Yeah. Hey, boy, I don't care how it take, boy. Listen, man, you'll be in church. You'll think you safe. You'll be in there with your trifling ass lying in the house of the Lord. Man, I'll fuck around and have your pastor roll up on you. Come up to the front, my child. Yes, pastor? Here. What is this, pastor? It is your papers, my child. You are a rotten, trifling turbo thought in the house of God. The upstanding brother GBS has had me to serve you. May the Lord bless and keep you, my child. We'll see you in court. Oh, man, I'm telling y'all, boy. Y'all don't understand, boy. I will get creative to have them serve your ass. You gonna get them papers, man. That shit will be like some James Bond Mission Impossible shit. You think you gonna duck and die? Man, listen, bruh. Nigga, look, let me tell you, I really get gangster with it. Oh, y'all think that bad? No, let me talk to y'all before we get back to this. If I have to, and y'all can say I'm fucked up for this if you want, but I think it's a good thing because it'll be doing a good deed. I will pay some homeless people. I'll like, look here, bro, I will get you some new clothes. I'm gonna make sure you got some food. I'll even get you a place to stay for 2 weeks. What I got to do in the change, GBS? Hey, see your paper right here? See this trifling bitch? This is her picture. Need you to roll up on this motherfucker. Okay, I need you to wear your homeless clothes when you do it. Now, I want you to be presentable because she might think so. Serve this motherfucker these papers, okay? Boy, y'all don't understand. I am creative. Look, one of the things that I was known for in the Navy, I am a strategist. You understand me? Yeah, boy, I'm being facetious with it, but I'm letting you know, you gonna get them papers, motherfucker. Or you gonna get them. I'm trying to tell you, man, shit, I will have a motherfucker across the street. Y'all remember them old paper planes you used to make in school? You know what I'm saying? Well, you young kids had did that. But y'all, if you a Gen Xer like me, you remember I used to fold them paper planes up and fly them? Man, I will have somebody fly that shit across the street to your ass. Bitch, you getting them papers, okay? I'm just letting you know, boy. You better be glad you wasn't dealing with me, boy. Because, hey, I don't play no games when it comes to that legal shit, boy. I love some litigation. Let it continue.
Out to what their truth. It's up to them if they want to share that.
Yeah, but then if they never come out, now it's like a thing of like, you've insinuated that there's multiple people that he has hurt. And if they never come out, now that's just in the air forever.
It's still not my responsibility for me to let.
But then why mention it? Why mention that?
They allowed me to say it.
Oh, you've talked to them?
Yes, I am close to one of them. Like some of you are.
Remember what she just said? Now, the brother here, he was one of the guys that was trying to get her to clarify what she was saying. Okay, now I don't know if he cool with Corey or not, but you remember what she just said? It's not my responsibility. In other words, she said, I don't give a fuck if I lied and ruined this man's reputation, because that was the goal. And see, this is why it need to be some consequences for that shit. And for any woman that's listening to me that's offended, like I said, don't you wait till somebody accuse your black son of something that he didn't do. It's something that you should take just as serious. If you got black sons, this shit ain't cool, man. You should when they lie, and it should be some type of consequence, man. Something got to be legally done about that. Because look, you're gonna see a lot of this coming. And see, the main ones that they gonna get are the Shannon Sharps, okay, the stupid bedbug motherfuckers that just ain't control themselves, don't have no sense. They're gonna get them, but they also gonna target the brothers like a Corey that come from an upstanding family. Got some kind of values about themselves. Oh, no, we're not safe either. No. So what you got to do, gentlemen, you have to observe the climate that we're in and say, okay, it's fucked up. Cool. This is what we're dealing with. These are the cards we dealt. So now we got to come up with a strategy to protect ourselves. That's what you do. You don't run around and live your life in a fishbowl, okay? You don't run around quaking in terror. No, you just be more discerning and you use your mind. That's how you play past that. Let it continue.
Are still in high school. You can't even grasp the fact of an actual or like feelings and things that happen to people. You guys don't understand that. And what is pissing me off is that I fucking put my story out there because I felt like I needed to do it to feel better.
Notice she keep, see, y'all thought I was playing when I said this motherfucker was psychotic. I need to feel better. Never mind that you lying. Never mind that you sitting here putting this shit out, falsifying shit or insinuating things, lying about omission like this man did something to you. I put my story out so I could feel better. Boy, man, if they don't get something, man, cause look, I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna take. It's gonna have to be enough of these bitches try to pull this shit with some white men, and then they'll come up with some punishments for this bullshit. And see, here's the thing about it. Let me speak on with balance on that. The fucked up thing about that is, okay, if they do it, because it's gonna have to be some protections for men. Hell, we deserve to be protected too from bullshit like this. Somebody lying on this, okay? Because again, it could be one of your black sons if you're a woman. Listen to me. But see, it's a slippery slope because now if you put something like that in place, that could make it harder for the real victims to come forward, which is why I can't stand rotten ass bitches like this that just make shit up. I think about the real victims or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's very true. You do have women out here that's in fucked up situations, people doing things to them. But see, you know, when you start lying, man, look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I'm gonna be blunt. Y'all know bitches that lie about this. Y'all should stomp the dog shit out of them, ladies. That's what I'm talking to. Ladies, y'all should be whooping their ass. If y'all, cause y'all know when bitches lying better than men do. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you be like, hey, bitch, nah, all GP, you got to get this, boy. Y'all need to put them suit bones on their ass, man. Hey, I'm talking about taking high heel shoes out, going upside their head, cause man, that's not cool. That's making it harder for y'all to be believed if something happened to you. Or your daughters, you understand? So it's not a harmless crime.
Better for me, okay? And you guys fighting me on this right now, is like saying to me, like, if it happens to your mom, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, friend, anybody that's close to you, and that happened to them, would you say the same?
Notice how crazy she is. She keep talking about, and that happened to him. Nothing happened to you. He didn't do anything. You didn't file no criminal charges. Then you came out and admitted that you lied about omission, try to make it look like off of a clip where when y'all was together, he making a joke between y'all, if you're intimate, you try to make it look like and insinuate that he did something to you. Then you came out and clarified it. Y'all see how crazy this motherfucker is? And salute to my first sergeant, some chick named Star for the cash out. Thank you very much, my good sister. Okay? Y'all got to understand something, man. That ain't cool, man. This is up here talking about if. If what? Nothing was done to you. At best, you can say, from what we've been presented here, at best, you can say, hey, we had a mutually toxic relationship. He might have said some stuff I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? And I know she ain't going to say what she did. They never say what they did. It's always the man's fault. Okay? It's always his fault. But at best, you can say, okay, we said something verbally. Somebody verbally saying something you don't like isn't a motherfucking crime, bitch. Raggedy motherfucker, man, boy. I can't stand that kind of shit, man. Let's let it continue.
Because I am somebody's mother. I am somebody's sister. I am somebody's aunt. I am somebody. I am someone. I am a person with a heart and blood, and I have feelings just like everybody else. And I don't care if people don't give a fuck about that, and I don't give a fuck what you guys think. But when I do post this last video, I'm gonna make sure you guys eat all the words that you guys are saying to me.
So she would.
Now you notice she kept using, and see, I got to go here. Feelings. Let me tell you something. When your mentally ill ass start making your feelings reality when nobody's done nothing to you, that's a problem, man. Something is wrong with your ass if you're doing that. That is insane, man. My feelings. So off of a feeling, and young brothers, you better pay attention to this, because old brothers, you should know better. If you my age, you should know better. Pay attention to these heifers' mental states. Some of these motherfuckers are crazy, and you got to understand something. This is where we have to get on America, okay? The United States government, these corporations, unfortunately today, and a lot of the fucking Panda Bear class online, your Derrick Jacksons, your Umar Johnsons, your Ace Metaphors. Unfortunately, this society in America today has fostered mental illness amongst all races of women. They make it where it's okay to treat them like big overgrown children. They never have to be held accountable for anything they do. Anything they do is supposed to be an excuse. Case in point, y'all know I ain't no friend of the dealer. I done already broke that down in playlist on his channel. I ain't put the cape on for him, but Cassie wasn't innocent. Because if you look at the law, and I'm bringing this up for a reason, the RICO charge, the law, they say it's illegal. And nowhere in the charges of that or the statement of that law does it say, okay, it's okay for one gender to do it, but not the other. If the bitch was making calls, sitting up the free calls and paying people, bitch, how you ain't getting charged? But then again, we know you got transactional immunity. So what I'm saying is this country has set it up for women to just do whatever, and there's an excuse for it. Remember the case with Travis Rudolph? That fat, chunky, Humpty Dumpty bitch sat up there and tried to have that brother killed and had them goofy-ass simps come to that brother's house and they tried to kill him. Let me tell you something, boy. I told y'all, I covered that broadcast on this channel. Had that been me, woo. First of all, you can't even come up to either one of my driveways, man, without me seeing you. Oh no. I have surveillance, man. I'm going to pick you up long before you get close to my door. Bruh. How that would have worked, you'd have been at the front door making your threats, and me and my cousins would have came around the back door, both sides, and like, hey, finna lay everything down on that motherfucking porch. Or they wouldn't have made it back to them cars. I'm gonna tell you, boy, you come playing around my house if you want to with some bullshit, but you remember they gave that bitch immunity. Now she sat up here and tried to have Travis Rudolph killed. No consequences. This is a crime. When have you ever seen a man pull something like that and he get immunity? Man, this is crazy, man. So, like I said, America has fostered this shit where no matter what they do, you treat them like big overgrown children. They can just lie and it's cool. And everybody's supposed to move on and forget about it. Nah, man. Hell no. That's why I say, as a black man especially, you have to be careful, man. You cannot afford to deal with the batshit crazy bitches. I don't give a damn how attractive they look, whatever you like on them they got. You better make sure that you find out what's going on upstairs. If you see that grain elevator don't go to the top of the silo, leave that bitch alone. Now, I know some of you gonna be like, man, GBS, fuck that. She got a fat ass. Look at her titties. Okay. All right, player. Look, let me tell you something. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to Uncle Shark. You go ahead and know everything I'm saying. When your dumb ass got charges on you and you sitting behind bars with the dealer, he got his baby all like, yeah, daddy, you know how I like that. Huh? When you run into the Booty Warrior 2.0, he likes you and he wants you, don't say nothing to me. I tried to tell you, player. I tried to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some of you going to be like, man, I ain't trying to hear that old head. I bet. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I ain't going to be in there with you. Because I heed exactly what I'm telling you. I had men teach me how to play past this bullshit. Discipline, my brothers. Discipline. None of us are perfect, but discipline. Exercise and practice your discipline. That will save you from so much in life, okay? You cannot afford, of all other men in America, you, black man, my fellow brother, young and old alike, we cannot afford to be gambling, taking chances with these motherfuckers, especially these white and white adjacent women. No, it just ain't worth it now. But not, the slow tier guys, or slow tier book as I call them, they're going to have to learn the hard way, him and Shannon Sharp, because see, I'm going to tell you right now, Shannon, you big goofy bastard, you know you got another silver suit coming. Soon they're going to hit you with them criminal charges, but mark my words, his stupid ass probably going to get caught up with another white chick. Because I know he ain't got sense enough to leave him alone. Even though he just paid him out, y'all probably like, oh, man, he done learned. No, he hadn't. They don't never learn. They never learn. Once they that far gone, man, they can't be rehabilitated. Look, I'm about to sound like Roland. Hey, they can't be rehabilitated, damn it. See, Roland, you fat fucker, man. I was talking about him at the beginning of the broadcast. You got me stuttering like you. Damn it. I rebuke you, you stuttering salted sandwich, you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Salted sandwich key, god damn it. But see, they don't learn, family. They don't learn. They have to keep on going back to that wheel until they fall down that motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? And look, we got to be okay with that, brothers. Some of them we can't save. Some of them, man, they were meant for them to crash out. And look, I'm going to say something that's cruel before I let this continue. For the ones that are too stupid to learn, I see y'all laughing over there. For the ones that are too stupid to learn, exactly, or C9 Noah, she said Shannon's stupid. That's a good name. I'm going to steal that from you. I'm finna steal. Salute to to Aki that sent me the cash out. Thank you. But see, let me say something, man. This is going to sound cruel. For the stupid, hey, man, it's cool that they get caught up because stupid is dangerous. I'm gonna tell you something else my grandfather often told us in the family. A bunch of stupid people in the same place at the same time, that's dangerous, man. That's a weapon. I'd rather the Shannon Stupids. Yes, I'm stealing your term, C9 Noel. Thank you. Thank you. I'd rather the Shannon Stupids get away from us. Hey, man, it was meant for you to leave. We got to get you out the herd, bro. You are a liability. I don't want liabilities around us in this time, brothers, okay? I don't. So you better start looking at your social circle. If you know you got a Shannon Stupid in the crowd, you be like, yeah. You ain't gonna learn till they get you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. Hey, man, you want to go to the party? It's gonna be white women there. Hey, man, I want you to have them all, bro. I'm gonna sit this tonight. You got it, player. let him go ahead and do what he gonna do, man. You keep your freedom and your reputation. Let's let it continue.
But in fact, post a 4-minute video with the caption saying, "For clarity," where she reiterates why she put all this stuff on the internet, says that she didn't get assaulted by Corey didn't cheat, and shows more proof that the Xbox messages were real and not doctored.
I just really want to make this clear that, and this is very important, I'm saying this with all my heart, this was never about defaming Corey at all. It literally was me venting about something that happened to me in the past that did hurt me. I felt at that moment I wanted to share with people.
Listen to how she keeps saying, I felt. First of all, narcissism. I mind me, never mind what happened to other people. And I felt. So you didn't think, you didn't state what actually happened. You told us in the beginning of this shit, you had a dream and woke up and went on this tangent. Do you understand how insane this type of bitch is? Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, man. And again, I'm saying type. Notice I'm saying type. I'm repeating it. I do not want anybody to hear this and say, you talking about all women. No, I'm not, because all women are not this way. Thank you, Lord, that they not. Thank God all women are not this damn crazy. Okay? Fellas, don't ignore the crazy signs here, because I'm telling you, man, look, if it were me, hey, not only, boy, would I not deal with her, all her little friends that she kick it with, hey, crazy of a feather, hang together. I'll be like, oh, all you motherfuckers are just like that. Bitches like this don't hang with motherfuckers that ain't got nothing in common with. You understand? Ladies, let me talk to you too. But these crazy ass niggas out here, all right? Hey, you start recognizing signs of crazy, you better distance yourself from them motherfuckers, man. Huh? I'm just saying, man, freedom and your reputation is not something that you should be gambling with, especially if you're going to be bold enough to cross over to that other side or the adjacent other side. You know what I mean? Be careful out here, family. Be careful.
That may have similar experiences like I did. So basically what I'm going to show you now is everything pertaining to the situation. This was literally not intended to attack or have attacks towards Corey. So please stop the essay allegations. That is not true, and that's not what I said. There was no cheating or pregnancy. There was no editing of messages. Those were literally rumors that they made you guys believe because they were trying to bring traction to their content. I literally was not looking for follows or attention or any clout. I literally just posted it just from my experience to heal from my experience. I just want to address the fake messages that have been going around, or tweets or whatever it is that people are editing. They're fake. If it's anything outside my TikTok, they're fake. People are obviously taking that so they could bring traction to their channel. If it's anything that I need to talk about, it's going to be on my channel, and that's it.
So now, before we get to this final part of this, family, where, you know, you finna see how all these lies came together, right? Let me tell you how your brother take this seriously as far as this lying on somebody. Let me tell you how I was raised, okay? This is one of my principles that I live by. Anybody that I know, they can tell you this about me, any family member, any women I've been involved with, casual or serious. I take that, it's so serious about that lying shit. Even if it's one of my exes or we broke up, whatever, and we didn't sell horses like we say down here in the South, we didn't get along. That's what that means, okay? I wouldn't lie on them. And look, if I hear somebody lying on them and I know, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, no, she don't do that. Yes, I'm going to defend them. I'm like, nah, bro, no. I might not be with her no more, but whatever, but I know better than that. You got to show me some proof. You lying, motherfucker. And you couldn't come to me. Be like, yeah, man, you know, something to this line, and like, nah, man, just because I ain't with it no more, I'm a co-sign no lie. I don't believe in that. I'm telling y'all, bro. I don't know. That is not how I was raised, man. That lying and stealing this shit, that don't run in our family. It just does not, okay? I don't have it in me to do that. You know what I'm saying? So even if, I ain't dealing with you no more, I'm not going to co-sign no lie on you. Nope. At best, I'm going to be like, okay, I need to see some proof or whatever you talking about, depending on what kind of allegation it is. And then if it's not conclusive, I'm like, well, hey, may the wheels of justice turn. But as far as like just coming out there, jumping out the window, and I know that's not in somebody's character, nah, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that has earned me a lot of respect over the years, even from women I used to deal with, you know what I'm saying? And look, I'm going to keep it a buck with you, man. I don't really have like no bad instances with no accident like that. But most women that I've dealt with, you know what I'm saying? Hey, motherfucker come out the gate accuse me of something. Oh, no, I already know I got a support system. You better believe it. I'm trying to tell you, bro, because see, this is the thing, man. When you a stand-up brother, same thing for the women, you a stand-up sister. People remember that. People respect that because, one, that is rare in today's society. You know what I'm saying? But if you that type of person, man, where even if a person say, you know what, that person got some qualities I don't like, yeah, we don't get along, but I can respect them because they are honest, and I know they're going to try to stand up for the right thing, man. People will be good to have your back, man. You understand? I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. That's why I be telling anybody, boy. I'm like, hey, boy, you got any designs of trying to come at me with some bullshit? Okay. Shit, I got a hell of a support system. Thank the Most High for it. You understand? And that's not something I take for granted. And I'm admonishing you young brothers and you sisters. Don't take your support system for granted and be doing stupid shit out here to the point where if they do come to defend you, now they looking crazy because you did actually do something. You understand? So just take care of your reputation and your support system, and they'll take care of you. Let's let it continue.
Another thing that happened that kind of hurt Nami's credibility in this situation was a former friend of hers by the name of Momo posting a video on TikTok speaking on her character, insinuating that the Corey situation happened around the same time that they lived together, which was around 2017.
I had literally just posted a video about my experience with a woman who accused CoreyXKenshin of emotional abuse and found out that apparently you guys managed to figure it out and weasel it out of her within 7 hours that she was lying. Let me add a little bit of extra third-party context here. This is little 21-year-old me and Nami at the time. Notice that the side of her head is shaved. I'm saying this because even though the timeline wasn't confirmed based off of the videos that she posted and the messages that she was trying to circulate not having a timestamp, I'm pretty sure this was around the time I lived with her, if not slightly before. When we did live together, she did very briefly tell me about Corey, but more in like we didn't actually date, we just kind of talked, but because he was busy with YouTube stuff, it didn't work out. I never thought anything of that. It's been 8 years. I have never thought about that moment again until just now. And the reason I'm thinking about that just now is because not only did she do me insanely dirty for like the 2.5 months that we lived together, and that can be a whole other story time for a whole other video, but while I lived with her, before I even moved out here in May of 2017, she was already actively dating someone, a mutual friend of ours who I will not name because he's not into the drama. It's been 8 years. And then immediately after they broke up, she was dating somebody else. So things just didn't really add up, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention, there's gonna be a lot of people who know her and are going to be able to call her out because we had a humongous friend group in K-Town in New York. So really interesting to see how many people are willing to come out and tell you guys that they know for a fact that she's lying because she's just always kind of been a shady person. And it really sucks because it's already really hard to get people to believe women when they accuse someone, even if they have empirical proof. She has just set us back. I don't even know how far. Really disappointing to see that after 8 years, you really have not changed as a person, Nami.
Momo dropped another 6-minute video that has nothing to do with the CoreyXKenshin situation, but basically revealing how bad of a friend/person she was and probably still is. Following this, Nami got on another TikTok live saying that she never meant for all this to get blown out of proportion as it did, and struggles to put her words together at times, saying that she hasn't slept much in the past few days. She also says that she had a bad dream about Corey, causing her to turn to the internet to cope, and wants him to respond with his side of things.
Now, okay, I let that entire thing right there play for a reason, and let me tell you why. I've gone on and on tonight about guarding your reputation. I'm saying this to brothers and sisters alike because, see, here's the thing about grimy motherfuckers like this rotten bitch on this screen right here. Okay, and I'll be saying this if this was some no good dude that did this to a sister. Okay, the thing about this is if you're a no good, dirty, conniving, trifling, ain't worth two dead flies put together dirt bag of a person, other people know that about you. Okay, the same way. On the opposite end of the spectrum, if you're a person that is an upstanding person, brother or sister, you're a decent person in the community, people know that about you too. So just like you saw, and shout out to her, and let me take the chance to give, because I know I've been harsh in my critique over here. If you're a new subscriber, this is where I do it. I'm uncut and raw over here. If you don't like that, hey, you know what to do, okay? Let me take the time to give the sisters out here, because many of them over here in the chat room are stand-up sisters that I know. That let me give y'all flowers. The sisters that are in this chat room and the sisters that might be listening to this. All the women out there that are stand-up sisters that will say, okay, nah, I'm not going to let you do that to that brother because I know your raggedy ass bitch. I'm going to come to his defense. Man, shout out to y'all, man. Because see, this is why I don't do the gender warring. We need y'all, man. And same thing, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be reciprocal for the brothers. If we see a motherfucker lying on a stand-up sister, man, yeah, we supposed to stand up and say, nope, that's some bullshit. I know that sister. Now, unless you show me some proof, I ain't trying to hear shit you talking about. You understand? See, we supposed to look out for each other like that. You understand? Brother Black Voltron said something up here in the chat room. I want to read it to y'all. Brother Black Voltron said, discipline, integrity, character, class, sophistication, intelligence, honesty, humility, and honor are back in style, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. And we need to make that a standard. And look, my first sergeant, man, stand-up sister herself, she said, absolutely not on my watch. Man, so look, I got solid women over here. So if anybody's wondering, man, why he don't be on the hate all women? Nah, man, I got too many good sisters in here that I know. You know what I'm saying? Because all of them are not like this raggedy motherfucker here, okay? So you heard the sister out there, you know what I'm saying, or whatever she is, she came out and defended Brother Corey. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? But see, let me go back to the brothers. It's good that we have support systems from the decent sisters that will cut for you. But again, gentlemen, my admonition to you is, even before it get to them having to do that, it is far better for you to exercise discernment, discipline, and exercise telling yourself no. Yes, you might be things that you want. You might everything that glitter ain't gold, like they say. I get it. Yes, yeah, I'm an old head. I'm gonna use old sayings to talk to you because sometimes the old way is the simplest way to get through. Okay, I don't have to talk to you in a Grey Poupon accent or none of that, and use intercollegiate words and all that. I like to make sure the message resonate with everybody. The common vernacular is what I use. Now I can go outside of that, but I want to listen to stick for anybody that listens to this. Okay. Make sure you are very careful about dealing with these types of crazy looking motherfuckers because she already got all kind of stuff going on in her head. And look, I'm going to be honest, she probably did go through some things, you know what I'm saying? Look, she probably had a fucked up upbringing, hence all them damn tattoos because that's a coping mechanism for stuff, them damn piercings and shit. Nah, man, it's usually some trauma behind that. It's probably things happen to her that she can't help. But see, you know who fault that's not? It's not the fault of any man that didn't do anything to her. No, it's not. And see, unfortunately, people like her that don't get the proper help, the people that what they'll often do, they'll end up projecting that harm in that situation onto somebody else as if that was their abuser. You understand? I've seen that too. So you got to be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? Be careful out here, brothers, man. I don't want to see y'all caught up in situations, man, where your reputation is damaged and worse, you lose your freedom or your life, okay? That's why I brought you this broadcast here tonight. You better remember, when you're looking at this snake right here, and I get it, let me say it again, the women, black women do it too. They do, but they don't have the power, that system behind them like that white alabaster snake or the white alabaster adjacent snake, okay? Better understand that. You better understand that, because if not, you're going to get caught up in something you can't get out of, okay? So listen, family, salute to everybody that contribute to the broadcast. Thank you to everybody that subscribed here. Thank you to all the Patreon members. I said, I know it's a lot coming up, man, to address, expect an adjustment to the next broadcast, because I'm going to cover that situation with William McNeil Jr. Okay, so that means I'm going to move the broadcast down the line. It'll float on over into next month. But we definitely gonna have to cover that because, you know, it's just so much going on that I feel the need to speak on to make sure things get covered the right way. Okay. So X Space coming up on the 25th, me and the brother Black Voltron, Dr. Musa Muhammad, probably Black Truth United. A couple brothers and sisters are welcome to attend that space because we're going to be addressing these crazy tethers. Boy, they done lost their mind. Boy, I done seen the little threats they making. I'm like, man, if you don't sit your little fleeing ass down somewhere, how you going to threaten somebody when you ain't got sense enough to stand 10 toes down in your homeland where you the majority at? And you the minority over here. Boy, they getting bold. But don't worry, though. We're going to handle business on that. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves, man. Remember, we're a great and mighty people. And again, my admonition to you young black men as we close tonight, always think before you act, okay? Think before you act. That will keep you out a lot. Same thing to you sisters as well. Salute to you, Black first, and I will see you all in future content.